Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing and Prize Fighter coming to you live and direct. We want to welcome everybody to the boxing chat. We got a lot to talk about today, man. Salute to everybody. What's going on, Prize?
Man, what's the deal? Shout out BBO Boxing, the whole BBO Nation. We appreciate y'all for checking in with us, man. What's good?
So we got a lot to talk about, man. So one of the things that we got to talk about that really kind of hit me, man, is the fact that Mauricio Sulaiman said he's not giving Bivol a shot at his belt. I know that's something that's really been on your mind. What you think about him not giving Bivol a shot at that belt, man? What you think?
Man, I think it's crazy, and like I said, I like to give credit where credit is due. I peeked that on Knockout 86 channel. I never even knew that was going on until I seen how like Knockout was kind of angry in his delivery when he was delivering the news or whatever. So I dug into it. You dug into it. I touched on it briefly yesterday. You thought I was crazy until you actually went and read it. And I was trying to tell you that this is an embarrassment. This is a disgrace to boxing, period, bro. Like, how can you block somebody undisputed something for somebody's career and legacy? How you gonna sit there and block a fight, bro? Because of where somebody was born. You think Bivol was actually asked to be born there? He just happened to be from there. Some stuff broke out, and here we are. That shouldn't stop him from competing. I think that's crazy, man. I think it's crazy.
Hey, man, salute to my boy Chicken Talk saying, what up, though? Salute to my man, Sean. Hey, but you know what? When you talk about that, man, I guess it's hard for me to care. It's because at the end of the day, man, they doing some bad stuff. We don't want to get into what's going on. Mauricio's been known to do this. This is nothing different than what he did with his dad. His dad did the same thing. I mean, that's what they do, man. If they do what they want with a WBC belt, I think it's unfair. Like you said, just read more into it. I mean, for Beterbiev, man, that's got to suck, man. The man's pretty much on his last leg, and he won't get to finish his career as undisputed, because he even said in an interview, I was watching an interview where Beterbiev said that he wanted that Usyk was too big for him, so he couldn't go to cruiserweight. He's kind of stuck where he's at because he's not the biggest guy in the world. But you know the funny thing about it, and this is the part that get me. Why in the world has Beterbiev waited so long to get that belt from Bivol? I mean, I think it's just crazy. There wouldn't be no way you take away undisputed from you, man. Especially when you're talking about, something legacy wise like this. Because I think Beterbiev is a Hall of Famer. Man, what you think about that?
I don't know about all that. I don't want to go. I don't know about all that.
Here you go.
He's a good fighter. I give him. He's not trash. When he's fighting, I'm watching because he be getting people up out of there. He hit hard. He a wild dude. You know what I mean? He makes exciting fights. So when what's his name, Artur Beterbiev, whatever, Beterbiev or whatever,
Beterbiev, however they say it,
yeah, he's definitely for me must see TV if he's fighting on the cards for sure. And I think that's where he from. Ain't he from over there somewhere? Where he from?
I don't know. He's some type of Eastern European, man. So
all right, and so Bivol only got one belt, right?
Right, WBA.
Why hasn't the WBA stripped him? WBA did something. Only the WBC seems to have the problem.
They tried
and the what?
No, they tried to do some corny stuff to him. I'm not gonna say they didn't. They tried to do some corny stuff to him. But I guess it just didn't go through. Hold on 1 second. My man said,
what did they try to do?
He said, Chicken Talk said, we complain about Spence versus Crawford, but Bivol versus Beterbiev have been champions longer than those two. And yes, he's from Russia. I'll say this.
Beterbiev is from Russia?
Oh, he's from Russia too? I didn't realize he was from Russia.
Okay,
too.
So what is the problem? I don't understand why he said, because what did the interviews, what did it say when you read it? Did it say Sulaiman said Bivol can't fight for the title, right? He specifically singled out Dmitry Bivol, right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. I don't understand it, man. I just don't get it. So isn't Beterbiev I could have sworn he was from Russia too. So it doesn't make any sense.
He's from one of those Slavic countries. I don't know where.
Right,
My man Chicken Talk said Beterbiev is more ethnically Russian than Bibble. That's crazy. The funny thing about it is, I don't know why those dudes ain't fought yet. I don't, you know what? And it's the thing. Eddie Hearn, I think early on made a lot of tough fights, and I think because his guys lost them tough fights, that's why you don't see that fight being made. I don't know if he thinks that Bibble can beat him, because I think Beterbiev eat Bibble's lunch. I mean, beat Canelo. Everybody that's been watching Canelo has aged like a raisin. I mean, the guy's been fighting since he was 15, man. So you're not gonna look the same fighting all these years, man. That's just how it works. My man said,
Chicken Talk said the difference is Better Beef has Canadian citizenship. Damn. There you go. So there's why. All right, okay, that's fine. All right, yeah. He got the citizenship from Canada, right? He's Canadian, okay?
Right.
Is it just me? It's not messed up. I'm asking the chat. This not crazy to y'all? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one like, yo, prize fighter, yo, you bugging over there. Like, I'm tripping. Like, the man should be able to compete, man. What are we doing?
Bro.
Like, who is he? Who is Mauricio to come in and do that? And no other sanctioning body put out no articles or said nothing like that. Not that I know of. It's just like the WBC is the only ones having the problem with this.
He said, when your top dog, my man said, when your top dog is getting shook or popping dirty, you start to move funny. You know what? I tell you what, man, Eddie Hearn has just been a complete failure as a promoter. Because really at the end of the day, remember they said they had $1 billion war chest, this, that, and the third, and really he's done nothing with it. You look at the one of the reasons why I've been so tough on Demetrius Andrade as well as Devin Haney early on is because they took the money. They got paid a lot of money to be on the zone, so they didn't get the fights. At the end of the day, Boo Boo Andrade was the best guy at his weight division coming out. I mean, he's a terrific fighter. And think about it, the dude ain't fought nobody. Some of it's on him because he made some bad decisions. But really, man, being with Eddie Hearn, at the end of the day, man, you got to kind of take what come with that. But when you talk about this undisputed match, I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Because it's been so many times throughout boxing history where Black and Spanish fighters have been blocked from getting certain belts because of politics. At the end of the day, it's okay, man. I'm okay. We're not getting that fight, man. I don't even think Bibble want that fight. I think Bibble is scared to death because if he wanted that fight, why in the world are you trying to go fight Canelo? I mean, you fight for Canelo for money. I mean, you're not trying to show you the best. I mean,
okay, so all right, now check this out. All right. So he wants to fight Canelo at 168, all the Canelo belts. Let's just say Canelo was like, forget the John Ryder fight. I'm getting right back into it. He want to come to 68 and see me, come to my weight. Fine. And Bibble go down there and beat up Canelo again and take it. So you mean to tell me that Mauricio was going to stop that?
I don't know, man. Mauricio moves funny.
Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop Bivol from fighting against Canelo for undisputed? Let's just say it was in Mexico, right? Canelo got all the advantages. He's involved, right? He doing Canelo stuff, right? All right. The fight's in Mexico. Rematch me in Mexico for undisputed at 68. Why we didn't hear the WBC come in and say, no, he can't fight for my title. And nobody said nothing.
This the crazy thing. This the crazy thing that you're not getting, bro. This stuff happens all the time. It happens all the time. At the end of the day, I'll tell you this. It's funny how we ain't got this fight. This is undisputed. We're not gonna probably get the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. And you know what, man? We just gotta be okay with it, bro. My man Dub Right Side says salute BBO panel and chat. Salute to my man Dub, my man the official called play-by-play guy for BBO. That's my dude right there. Commentary, man, play-by-play.
And shout out to Dub. Had a dope. I like the recap show last night. That was dope.
See, he don't never have me on there, man. He
gotta follow. He gotta follow. I
follow him. He don't put me in. He don't ever put me in prize fighter on there. But
it must be because
of our son team.
Dog, he dropped the link.
No, I'm just messing with my man.
Dub dropped the link ASAP. As soon as he jumped right into it, he had random people up there. Some guys was up there. The one boy, I'm not gonna say his name. He was tripping. I'm pretty sure Dub know who I'm talking about. He was just in the beginning when you first came on. He was bugging. I was like, "Yo, Dub, get him out of here." But whatever. And like the show was dope last night. You got to come in, and you got to turn the bell joint on. My channels that I rock with, like, and I'm starting to find myself rocking with these smaller channels lately. And Dub is one of them. You gotta hit the bell on that joint so your phone go off and he cooking. He about to cook. Cause I was shocked that he was coming on that list. I was like, damn, Dub ain't had a video in a little minute. Know what I mean? But shout out to him.
Yeah, we got a couple comments. I'm gonna let my man Price try to read those real quick for my.
He says, yeah. Shout out Chicken Talk. It said Better Beef is from I'm not even gonna butcher that. Republic, which is part of Russia. Better Beef is also buddy with Razman. I don't even know. He's the president of there who sent troops to help fight against.
Yeah.
Then he says, Bill tried to fight Better Beef, and his team said they wasn't offering no money, so they pivot back to Canelo. Bob has said ain't no money in that fight. Yeah, I can see that.
The thing is, it's just like, before Anthony Joshua came along and before Deontay Wilder came along, we was looking for just an English-speaking heavyweight champion. And think about it now. Now we got a couple. Well, I don't think Usyk speaks very good English, but he at least trying. But we still ain't got some of the big fights. I think, unfortunately, man, the politics in boxing is killing it, man. And I gotta say, Mauricio Suleiman has shown to be,
oh my God, bro,
one of the worst, because they don't even give Teofimo Lopez his credit as being undisputed. And it's like, bro, I don't know why I'm gonna bring that up every day, bro, because at the end of the day, man, when he said he took the franchise belt, they told everybody that the franchise belt was the super belt and that Devin Haney's belt was the Pride champion belt. So basically, they said his belt was the regular belt.
And he made it up. He just made it up out of nowhere, though, bro.
I get what you're saying, man, but you can't take away people's accomplishments, man. He said Bivol needs to go to Top Rank and weave through the politics and get paid and take that out. Yeah, because if he get in there with Beterbiev, man, Beterbiev's going to beat him to death. I don't even understand the whole Canelo fight. I mean, I like when I want to see Canelo fight MacBook.
Why?
The dude that
the guy that got knocked out by Badu Jack?
Yeah, Badu Jack beat to death. I just say you this.
See that fight. Why do you hold on? Why do you want to see that fight? You want Bivol to fight him? Or you
I wanted Canelo to fight him.
You wanted him to, but not now, right?
No, not now. Not after the way Canelo got dominated. But you know what's funny? I don't know if anybody's seen that.
How about the way he got knocked out?
He got put to sleep. He got
Badu Jack, right?
Yeah, Badu Jack got cracks, man. Badu Jack can fight.
I'm just saying he went up the cruiserweight and beat that bull up, so I don't even want to talk about him. Just get him out of here.
But I'm gonna ask you a question, man. This is the big topic. I want to ask the chat this, man. I'm talking to my man Dub. I'm talking to my man Chicken Talk. Talking to my man Sean Bentley. All my brothers. Do the belts matter? What do you think on that, man?
I mean, I told you when we had the young fighter on the show, if y'all ain't could watch that show that we did yesterday, we trying to bounce back because we had some vacation, but we back in full effect. But we had a young guy on there, a young fighter on there, still amateur. And I said, what I say the belts matter is because it's for them young contenders coming up trying to take that next step. You know, they check going to change, like the money going to change. They're going to make more money because they're the champion now. And it absolutely matters for legacy. You know, they're going to be like, well, dang, he's only a 2-time world champion, but he, you know, like that don't, you know.
But see
that matter though.
See, that's the type of game that they play in boxing, because they keep saying that Tank is a 3-division champion. The dude only fought, bro. The dude only fought for a championship belt at 130, but they keep saying he a 3-division champion. It's like, come on, dude. All the lies and all the cap in boxing, man, it's getting real reckless, bro.
It's been reckless. It's been reckless, man. But to me, I'm going to always say belts matter because of the young bulls. The young bulls, they need them belts. Bruce Ennis need a belt in the worst way. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, and when before Dad was a champ, he needed them. He needed the belt. You got to accomplish that. It's like When you were a boxer, you a fighter, and you growing up in the amateurs, your main goal is to be world champion. You think them kids are not coming up thinking like that still? Them belts absolutely matter to me.
Bro, if they thinking like that, they're nuts, man. You seen Floyd Mayweather show you that the belts don't matter.
Man, really Floyd Mayweather was a champion when he was 20-something years, 21, was it? 20, 21? And he's been a champion ever since. Every fight he just about had was for a title, bro.
I get what you saying,
man.
Man.
Fool you, don't. Floyd just be saying stuff.
He do. My man said, why are diamonds worth so much? Because they're scarce, right? That's true. Belts matter to fighters. That's every fighter's dream, but
I feel you. Yeah.
My man Sean said there are too many belts nowadays. My man Chicken Talk said to me, it matters who you beat to get the belt.
Lineal belts probably.
Lineal belts were vacant, so who cares? My thing is this, man. I gotta put Devin Haney on the pound for pound list, and he didn't even clean out the division. He don't even have no great fights on his record. And this is the thing. And see, what I'm learning.
Pump your brakes. Stop right there. You said you have to put Devin Haney on the list but he hasn't cleaned out his division, right?
Yeah, he got some work to do.
Name at least decent fighters that Devin beat, right? We should say he beat a solid Jojo Diaz, and he beat a solid guy's name. Oh my God!
I'm talking about Linares.
Yeah, Jorge Linares, right? So you got to give him credit for them two solid wins. I ain't saying they B or A fighters, but they were solid, right? So you can't name nobody. You got anyway at 2.
I do.
You can't name nobody he beat.
He beat Butler for undisputed. Butler.
Did you learn his first name?
Butler.
Did you learn? No, don't say his name. No, don't say his name. He don't even know his name.
Butler, man. Not Jimmy Butler, the real Butler. I can't hear you, bro. You going out. You going out. I can't hear you, bro.
Hey, man, shout out to my brother BBO, man. Shout out to Prize Fighter. Much love. Who we got down here in the corner, man? I can't say his name.
This is my man, Jaja, man. Yeah. Brooklyn boy.
Shout out to the brother, man. Much love to you, brother.
Much love to you too, boys.
First things first, man. I every time I come over here, I walk in the BBO with the slander talk, the Devin Haney slander.
Oh, there you go.
Crazy every time I come over here, that's what my brother got going on.
No slander. I love Devin. That's my Oakland brother. I love him.
Man, listen, man, the belts. So it's funny when we talk about do the belts matter. You damn right they matter. They don't matter. There are fighters that outgrow the belts. There are those fighters, but for them to do it, what did they have to do? They had to collect multiple titles. That's how you end up becoming larger than the majority of the time, unless you have Mayweather behind you like Tank Davis does. And but at the same time, even Tank is a champion. He's a one division champion, but he's still a champion, right? And
champion of what? He got a French fries belt. That's what.
At 130. At 130, he got the what he held at one time. He held the super title at 130.
Would he beat Pedraza for it?
Yeah, and so at the end of the day, I mean, the reason we talk about these fighters, especially when they get big, why? Because they beat people for belts. Same reason Bud Crawford right now is up and negotiating the way he's negotiating because he beat. He feels like because he was undisputed, he had belts. He's a 3-division champion. He feels like that carries weight. Belts mean multiple things in the sport, and so from the title and the recognition of your peers, also the amount of money that you're bringing in. There are a lot of different things that go into collecting belts. So they have to mean something. That's the first thing. Now, do they mean what they used to mean? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you brought up Mauricio Suleiman and the way that he had pretty much shitted on the boxing game with the nonsense that he's been doing. That's a whole nother conversation. That's the politics of boxing, right? Outside of what that man is doing, the WBC belt still holds weight. That belt still holds weight. All of them do.
Why does that belt hold weight, man? Why does that belt hold weight?
Because of the history, the history behind the belt.
There is no history with that belt. The belt's only popular because of Muhammad. That's it.
I was just gonna say
that's it.
That was the belt Muhammad Ali had. What are we talking
about?
That
was Muhammad's belt. That was it.
But he was we look at him as one of the greatest champions, if not the greatest boxer of all time. It's debatable. So,
hey, you went out, Dub. I couldn't hear you. You went out.
He sound clear. That might be you, BBO, because Dub sound real clear over here.
All right, go ahead. I missed what you said. Say it one more time, my brother.
I was just saying, with Muhammad Ali having that belt, you know what I'm saying? That put that weight on the belt, and so that's why the people respect the green belt, the WBC belt, so much, because look at the champion who have held it. So now, once again, if we talk about if there are too many belts, that's a whole nother conversation. And has the belts been watered down to some degree? I can agree with that, but I can't say that they don't matter. They have to matter and it provides structure for the sport of boxing. Hell, you don't want what else fighters gonna fight for? Just the money?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Chicken Talk said Donaire and Manny Rodriguez, who came back and beat Gary Antoine, and anyway, also beat Payono. I forgot to say that. Who beat Rasheed Warren? He said they have to. What did he say? They have to beat big names. Shout out Sean. And Chicken Talk said after anyway beat Donaire the first time, Donaire beat the Abala guy. I remember that fight. Who was number 2 in the division? Yeah, anyway, got a solid resume. I think it's weak. I disagree with you. You say he beat Rasheed Warren. Rasheed Warren must not been who we thought he was. And Gary Antoine, I don't know what that was about. I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen Rasheed Warren since. And Gary Antoine, I rock with all the Russells, so I'm sad to see him. So, okay, he can have that, but come on, man.
I'm going to tell you this. It's funny how people just, and it's the thing, you can tell me if I'm wrong, Dub, John, you can tell me, Prize, you can tell me if I'm wrong. People only want to root for who they like. Because at the end of the day, bro, I've seen fighter after fighter, if they don't like him, it don't matter. Like Loma, because they named him Muhammad Ali, better than Muhammad Ali, better than Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody hate him. But guess what? That's the only guy I seen fight Gary Russell in his prime and beat him to death. I mean, yeah, it's the same dude. It's the same dude that ran through the division, ran into it, man. People always talk about Salido. Man, Salido's always been real crafty. And at the end of the day, if you don't bring your A game, Salido gonna whoop your head. So yeah, he lost a little bit to Salido, but at the end of the day, man, the best lightweight, if you talking about resume, is nothing more than my man Loma. And really, Devin Haney's going up to try to prove something. Because I feel like that if Devin Haney beats Loma, man, I would have to say, man, he would be probably one of the best young fighters out there.
He already is.
I think Sugar Shakur is the most talented. I think Tank is the biggest draw, which is two different things. I think people got to understand it's two different things, because if they got in the ring today, I think that Devin would beat Sugar Shakur, because I don't think Sugar Shakur has been tested enough. I mean, if you want to call it Jamel Herring, okay. If you want to say because he beat Oscar Valdez, man, Oscar Valdez, I can't remember the guy's name. I know my man Doug remember. Remember that guy that beat Valdez to death and they still gave it to him? What was that guy that beat Valdez up?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot his name.
So it's like really what it is, man, everybody talk real good game, but you know what? It's looking like that boy Loma's the can man. Like Loma wanted to fight everybody. And it's the thing I understand. So if Loma dug Devin, I thought he was fighting for undisputed. Now they say he wasn't fighting for undisputed. So now Tio's not undisputed. But all I can say is this: in all the belts, all they try to do with these belts is circumvent the Muhammad Ali Act. What is that? They want to be the promoter and the manager. And that's what they're doing. When you see Al Heyman call himself the manager and not a promoter, these guys are trying to circumvent the Muhammad Ali Act. And I think that's terrible for boxing. What you think about that, Dub and Price and John? What y'all think about that?
Well, I don't know so much. And they clearly Al Heyman he's circumventing the Muhammad Ali Act by using Tom Brown Promotions and many other promoters over there. So I see where you're going with it. But at the same time, I don't know if controlling the belts is them trying to get around the Muhammad Ali Act. And for the record, Devin, he is one of the best fighters at this current moment in time. Even if he don't beat Lomachenko, he's going to, in my opinion. But he's the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. How can't you be one of the elite in the group right now? How can you put him as one of the top young guys right now? And hence the reason the belts mean things. Hence the reason that when Think about this. Let me put it to you this way. When Floyd Mayweather, you brought up the green print that Floyd he talked about way back when. One thing that you also see every time you see Floyd talking and he doing a video, what he show you? He show all 24 of them belts that he got, don't he?
Yep.
He show you all of them. And then what he claim to, and what he gonna tell you? Yeah, I beat 16 champions. What he gonna tell you?
He says the same stuff in every interview. And shout out Chicken Talk. He said, I seen Rasheem Warren at the bar about a month ago. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't want to, like, his resume is suspect to me. But I feel like, what's the kid name? Cool Boy Steph got a better resume than him. You know, he beat way more undefeated fighters. So, I think Cool Boy smokes him.
I can't wait till Cool Boy get knocked out by that dude. You're going to be pissed, bro. I don't know what you're seeing, man. In a way, it's the truth, man.
But you were the same one telling
but
me
he's
that
not
Ryan
high.
Garcia was going to knock out.
Right. He's the same guy. And you know what? Go pull up that pie video. Everybody go to BBO channel for the clown shit that he was saying. That's what what happened to him. You'll see if y'all ain't seen the video. Go check it out. It's up there on BBO Boxing.
Hold on, what he said? Oh, salute to my man, Just Do. Salute, fam.
Just.
Oh man, hold on. Salute to my man, Chicken Talk. He said, "Stop." No, he's not. Heyman is doing he's doing it the way boxing was always run before networks gave out exclusive contracts to promoters. He's now violating the Muhammad Ali Act. Well, what I would say is, if you free, man, come up here, Chicken Talk. You know that more than us. I'll be honest, you know more about that than us. All I know is that for a long time, I seen, if you look at boxing history, I seen Bob Arum use his son, and I seen Don King use his stepson, and these guys had their sons as as the managers, and Don and Bob was the promoters. And I don't know why they did it that way. I mean, it's really, all I'm saying is it's not fair for the fighters, man. It's not fair to the fighters that they got to deal with that kind of stuff, man. But that's just me, man. Hold on, my boy Method in the house, DC in the house. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, salute to BBL, salute to everybody on the panel. It's a fire conversation, $5 fire conversation.
Hey, salute to my man Jimmy, man, all the way from the UK, man.
Oh,
real
Jimmy.
Bad man himself.
Jimmy, where you been at, Jimmy? I like Jimmy.
He been hiding out after his boy George got knocked out. He been hiding out.
Jimmy is out there hiding. Let's find out.
You been hiding out, Jim. You can't hide out, Jimmy, when your boy lose. But this is the thing. This is the thing I'll say to get back to the conversation. I want to hear from everybody on the panel. When you talk about the belts, right? The only reason that the WBC even matters, and they don't even talk about this, the same stuff that you see Mauricio doing for Canelo, that's the same crap his dad did for Muhammad Ali. There was nothing that Muhammad could do wrong with WBC. They catered to him. They almost didn't want to make Joe Frazier the champion. We don't talk about that. They didn't even want to make Joe Frazier the champion because of how much they love Muhammad. So I'm just saying, why don't people keep it all the way real, man? They're going to do what they want for the guy that they say that they love the most. That's
the guy that draw the most money. So the WBC can get more sanction and fee money. Of course, they're going to surround themselves around somebody like Ali because he was the biggest draw. He was a global type of, he was bigger than boxing. So
who was bigger than boxing?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. He definitely was. But
he definitely was. So so just like the WBC let Floyd, the WBC and the WBA, the two top corrupt organizations, let Floyd hold belts at 47, the WBA and the WBC, and at 54, and they let him do it as long as he wanted until Floyd said, "Okay, this weight I'm fighting at." Then they vacated the belt. So they do what they want to do, man. Period.
What you think about that, Meth, right, and then Jimmy, and then Doug? What y'all think about that?
Well, I mean, all right. So boxing basically is right, prize fighting. Man, we took all the belts away and just had these guys running fades and just tournaments. It's going to come down to who come out on top, the guy that's going to get that bread. One thing about boxing today, I mean, we've seen in the fan bases, like somebody just said, like I'm just Canelo and Floyd. Like, well, Canelo, he can't do no wrong, right? So it's fan bases. If you got like a Asian fan base, like they probably not going to be interested into the the Black American or even the Latino fighter. They're going to cater to the guy they want to see. You know, people will probably pay for the guy they want to see. He can have no title as long as he's fighting something. Yeah, I mean they going to pay those dollars to get seats or even buy their fights. You could be one of the baddest guys, well, possibly one of the baddest guys in the world. You know, but that comes be fighting the best. When y'all bring up like Devin Haney, it's like, yeah, he got the titles, but it's still a lot of smoke that he left on the table. You know, due to how it was done. You see what I'm saying? Then when we look at like Tio, he kind of like he knocked Coleman out. He fought the guy Nakatani prior to that. Then he beat Loma. You know, so we supposed to hold Tio to a high regard.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. I don't mean to interrupt you, but was Tio undisputed? I want to know that from you.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay, so I don't want to hear that no more. Prize fight that he wasn't undisputed.
He's not on the list.
My bad, keep
man was
going.
not undisputed, man. Let's stop.
See, Mev, that's a cool
the
thing,
list,
man. These cats don't want to give his boy Tio his credit. He knocked out Nakatani, then he knocked out Richard Coleman, and then he beat up Loma.
I give him credit for it.
I mean, we just can't say like Tio on paper was undisputed, right? He didn't have that belt. Like, that whole WBC situation was petty. Like I don't know what happened, but in reality, he beat the man that had all the belts. You see what I'm saying? He cleaned them up.
If you don't, let me tell you what happened. If you don't know what happened, I'll be glad to tell you what happened. What happened was Lomachenko and Tio tried to get together and do an undisputed fight, but Lomachenko had a mandatory in Devin Haney. He did not want to fight Devin Haney. So what did he do? He went to Mauricio in the WBC and said, how do I get out of this? I tell you what, I'll give you a franchise title, because Mauricio is on camera saying he requested for the title. He requested for the franchise title, which was supposed to be non-transferable, right? So when he did not want to fight his mandatory, he was then stripped of the WBC title, and therefore he was not undisputed because the WBC French fry belt was not supposed to be transferable. But after Tio whooped him, didn't Tio have a franchise belt? That's how that went.
Yeah, but the hit for me is like we would complain if somebody right now would try to play mandatory games with Crawford versus Spence. You get what I'm saying? We would cry if somebody, the whole Bivol better be situation. Fans would be in the uproar. You see what I'm saying? Loma did what he did. He fought Campbell. But in reality, Tio had that one belt. Loma had the 3 belts. They was like, fans was calling for undisputed. You see what I'm saying? Just when it came to guys that like BVO kind of saying, like when niggas don't like niggas, it's like, no, fuck up the whole thing that's going on. Loma went in that division, started trying to get some stuff going in a sense, and when it was there, then the WBC was like, hey, let's play around with the belts. And in reality, Tio, he beat Loma. Did it become undisputed? In my opinion, we could say that. But when it came down to defending his belts, he got his ass whipped. Kambosos, in a sense, was the same, right? He kind of, in a sense, became undisputed and got his ass whipped by Dev. Dev won the titles. Him and Kambosos rematch, and now Dev is defending the titles. In reality, he's a champ in a sense. Like Dev really ain't. He ain't really did nothing for real. You see what I'm saying? He just really fought a champ in Kambosos. He really just fought somebody to earn the title, right?
He beat the man. He beat the man who beat the man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get in there, Doug.
I was gonna say I agree to pretty much what Method said. The only thing is this: in those other divisions, the problem is the mandatories have been fulfilled. When Lomachenko went and won that belt against Luke Campbell, it was a vacant title. It was the one Mikey Garcia had dropped, right? So because it was a vacant title, according to the WBC rules, then you automatically, right after you win a vacant title, then you have to fulfill the mandatory for that title. And so that's the only reason that Devin should have been in front of Tio, and then it should have been the winner of Lomachenko and Devin Haney fighting Teofimo Lopez for undisputed. That would have been the true undisputed fight.
That don't even make sense,
override? Doesn't unification override?
Bro, you my
brother. In the minds of fans, according to the sanctioning bodies, we always say mandatories or unification trump mandatories. That ain't what the sanctioning bodies their documentation says as far as
right.
The belt goes. So,
well, we started complaining when Tio fought Kambosos. You see what I'm saying? I was like, we all was there, and it was like, why T.O. fighting this mandatory? Why you don't fight? It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like when it was there, we kind of played a funky game towards T.O. bro. Like that Dan Loma, that was petty as shit. Like I mean, it was petty. Like in all reality, T.O. Loma should have just been able to get down. Dan should have been next in line immediately. You see what I'm saying? That's what she went down. But all that was some politic weird shit. I can't pinpoint who to blame. Like should have Loma dropped the title? No. Should have Dab and them not took step aside money to go fight somebody else? You know what I mean? Like they should have just went on and fought somebody else. Let Loma and T.O. get that scratch, and then you fighting the baddest man at this point. We all say Dab would have beat whomever. You get what I'm saying? But at that point, he really didn't do much.
Let me read this comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Chicken Talk, shout out. He said T.O. wasn't even champion with Loma.
No, you got. Hey, go back to the one. My bad. Go to the one that said you want to talk. He said you want to talk about the Muhammad Ali Act.
Oh, you want to talk about the? You want to talk about the Ali Act violation? What?
Hey, I wanted to ask you real quick before you read it. And
go ahead.
It's a part of what Chicken Talk talked about. BBO, you put a post up the other day talking about Big Baby Anderson, and when he just brought up Jay Prince, I just wanted to get your perspective on why you said he need to get himself away from Jay Prince in the post you had put up.
The reason I put that is a lot of reasons. I really seen Jay Prince try to hold Floyd Mayweather back. Jay Prince, honestly, to tell you the truth, if you think about Jay Prince in a way kind of held Andre Ward back. The thing with Jay Prince is how he moves as a promoter. We're not going to talk about the stuff outside of that. He's just not a very good promoter, man. And when you get people like Andre, he had Andre Ward and he had Floyd, and Bieber, he had Floyd before Bob Arum had Floyd. So you telling me you got the two greatest fighters we didn't have in the last 50 years, and you such a piece of trash business-wise that you don't make sure they get big fights? I mean, do you know that, what was that fight when he went to Atlantic City? I can't remember that fight in Atlantic City where Floyd went to Atlantic City.
I got it.
Jay Prince tried to stop that fight. You don't believe me? Look it up. All those big fights you seen Floyd take early on at 135, 126, 130, 135. Jay Prince tried to stop all those fights. So that's what I mean when I say that, because at the end of the day, man, you need promoters, and it's good. I'm not saying that my man, and don't get me wrong, I'm a little biased because my man's from Cleveland. But Al Heyman is going to put you, he's going to bring you up the hard way, but he's going to make sure that you can build a great career. I mean, even though my man got knocked out, what was the big tower dude? Even though he got knocked out, guess what? He's going to have a career, man, because they slowly built his name up. And when it comes to Jay Prince never builds anybody. All he do is get people, and then they get away from him. He got Sugar Shakur right now, and think about it. What's Sugar going to do at 130? What's Sugar going to do at 135? Because we all know Devin's leaving. Devin he can tell us all the crap he want. He's not standing at 140. But I could go on about Jay Prince, man. He's horrible for boxing. I'm not talking about his suntan. I'm talking about Jay Prince, the person. He's a garbage person, bro. And he's back.
Yeah. Let me get these comments. Did we get Sean's? Sean, he said, I remember Floyd used to say WBC is the real belt. I'm not going to lie. It kind of stuck with me. Right. Chicken Talk again said T.O. wasn't even a champion when Loma was franchised. And Sean said Cambozo. And then Chicken Talk goes, T.O. wasn't unified. Loma was franchised. Ain't no unification Trump mandatory. Shout out Bruce. What's up, my guy? And then Chicken Talk said, bruh, they was talking Loma fighting Cambosos in December right after he beat Campbell. Look it up. Loma could have fought Devin.
Devin would have been a cherry pick. Bro.
What? No, listen, when Mauricio
Dev didn't fight anybody at that point, bro. Like, if we being real, like, Dev was like, what, 19, 20? He didn't fight anybody. He wasn't even at that time. He never, like, even if we look after, right, when he started fighting the Gamboas and all them guys, right, those were legit said, Devin is stepping up in competition, bro. Like, that's what was being said. He's now stepping up. You throw that guy in with Lomachenko at that time, bro. We would have said Lomachenko was cherry picking, bro. They haven't faced anybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's a fact. That's a fact. You can go back and listen to how to fight. This is damn step up fight Gamboa. This is damn step up fight with Linares. And Jojo Diaz is a good step up fight. You telling me Lomachenko at that time And damn, like they'd have said, they'd have said Loma cherry picked Devin, bro. He didn't fight nobody, ain't beat nobody. Damn near 15, 20 fights in Mexico. Bunch of old D-class fighters, bro, to get into a mandatory spot. They'd have said Loma cherry pick, bro. He'd have ruined him.
See, what I don't
Again, I
understand
get it that it's good to call guys out, but yeah, the best thing to do is unify or push for the Comey Teal.
I ain't never getting a mic, come on.
No, go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I was just saying, bro. See, with me, there was a confusion about the franchise because Mauricio Sulaiman came out and said he was elevating Lomachenko. How can you elevate and strip someone at the same time, right? From what I remember, elevation means you're getting a promotion. So he said the WBC franchise was the highest level of champion that was possible in their body. So for me, it's like kind of like a super belt, I guess, right? So how can it? That's where the confusion was. So he said that Teofimo, the winner of Lomachenko versus Teofimo, was undisputed because the WBC franchise outranks the normal belt, right? So I guess that was my thought process, but there's a lot of controversy. I mean, ESPN announced they've got Teofimo listed as undisputed, just like they've got Kambosos listed as undisputed, but then other people don't. So I think it's just subjective, bro. I mean, if the dudes that own the belt are telling you the WBC franchise is so much better than every other belt we've got, I mean, as a fan, well, what am I supposed to think, you know? So it's a bit like confusing for me. I mean, I always thought the winner of Lomachenko versus Teofimo was for undisputed. We saw some weird stuff happen with the belts, but as that Method was saying, you know, at that point, Devin Haney was he was kind of like a prospect or a contender that no one really knew. And at that time, Lomachenko versus Teofimo was number 1 versus number 2 for all the belts. But it's like, you know, there's, you know, you could there's different ways to look at different things, I guess, you know, depending on who you like and who you don't like.
Yeah. Let me read this comment.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me get this comment in. Chicken Talk said, but he earned it. Probably talking about Devin. If he lost, he lost. We can't try to justify keeping dudes from opportunities they earn. That's 100% facts, bro.
Facts.
Hey, but I'm gonna ask you this. This is one question. I'm gonna ask Ja. You actually get in the ring. You at 154, right?
Yeah.
If they say you go down to Mexico, get a couple barroom fights, you 20-0. They say I want you to fight Jermell Charlo right now for the belt. What you gonna say?
No, I'm taking that. That's opportunity right there, man.
You say that, but you gonna get beat to death. It's not,
How do we know that though? You can't. How do you know that?
No, what I'm
How do you
saying.
know
Man
that?
gonna get
No,
beat.
I'm not.
No,
You can't
no,
say that.
I'm telling no, and this is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna
You
tell you why.
the
Look,
same
I done
guy
touched
that
up a
said
few
Tank-
pros.
No, but no,
Same
I'm not
guy
saying
that
no.
said, Ryan Garcia was gonna knock Tank out on all your shorts.
You ain't gonna never let me live. You ain't gonna never let me
No.
live. I was wrong. I was wrong.
And you wrong about
Bro,
you wrong again right
it's
now.
okay, bro.
I
Nah,
was
even
wrong.
Stephen Hawking has been wrong a few times, bro. Come on. It's
Yeah.
okay, man.
Hey man. Hey. But this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. And I'm saying this. I'm not saying you not you ain't got the talent. I'm just saying his ring experience
Right.
would make you a cherry pick for him. Is what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
what I'm
really.
saying, if you in the very same situation Devin was in. Devin was your age, saying he wanted the title shot, hadn't really fought nobody. Loma, I mean, come on, man. Loma beat Gary Russell Jr., bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, that would have been a cherry pick.
Bro, that would have been a super cherry pick.
Damn wasn't what we was
Bro,
today.
come
man.
on,
That's
man.
why-
Keep it
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
He
Gary
beat him
Russell.
up. He beat him up.
Gary Russell
No, but no, what I'm
split
saying is,
decision.
it was a split decision, but guess what, bro? If you watch that fight, and Dub will tell you, and see, that's what I love about my man Dub. Hey, Dub, who won that fight with Gary and Loma?
Fight, bro.
And you watch it closer than anybody. Who won that fight, bro? Easy.
Lomachenko won.
Lomachenko won the fight.
Easy.
Yeah, Lomachenko won.
Easy
that fight.
work.
Easily.
So if
Yeah,
you would have,
I don't know if it wasn't easy work now. I mean,
Definitely wasn't easy.
work. But I mean, he won the fight. He did win that fight.
when you put Loma in there with people his size, bro, he's dangerous. So what I'm saying is that, and I don't mean no disrespect, Joe, when I say that. I'm just saying, if you my young fighter, I'm not gonna put you in there with Jermell Charlo because I don't know what he'll do to you. Because it's the same thing that happened to Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin really will never be the same guy he was because he got in there too early and really got hurt bad. People forget, his arm was twitching, bro. He got hurt bad when he got in there with Jermell. So you see what I'm saying when I say that? And Devin might not be what he is today if he would have got in there. I mean, he might.
We don't know. We don't know that though, because Loma ducked the fight, so we would have never know. We gonna find out May 20th, and I don't want to hear no excuses.
Hey, go ahead. We got a couple comments, man, because my man Chicken Talk brought up one of the biggest points ever.
Yeah, he's in his bag right now. He said that franchise belt was also an Ali Act violation, which could be a fact. That's why they never registered with the ABC and called it a designation. And then, shout out Mad Chad Sports, BBO. Shout out Mad Chad Sports again. He said Bruce Gas. Shout out Bruce. Then he said Chicken Talk right back at it with a good point. How many fights Leon Spinks won when he beat Ali, and what big names did he beat prior?
Yeah, but Leon Spinks was
got
an
it.
Olympic gold medalist, bro. And we talk about
I forgot about that. Hey, thanks, Jimmy.
I mean,
Thanks for the alley-oop, bro. I feel like DeAndre Jordan on that one. I can catch that one. You're absolutely right. He was. I forgot he was a gold medalist.
Yeah, he definitely was. But
I'm just saying this. If we keep it real, bro, the belts in a way are kind of messing up boxing. But this is the thing I'm gonna ask you. So we've been talking about this whole Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight. Does it matter at 147 or does it matter at 154? I'm gonna ask my man Prize and then everybody in order from there. What y'all think about that?
I'm
Does
on
it
mute.
matter?
I'm on mute. I don't. You can skip over the dub. I'm not giving any zero energy on Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. So there you go, Dub.
Hold on, what was the question? I didn't hear the question.
My question is, does it matter? Because this is for the belts. So if the fight happens at 147 for everything, or if it happens at 154, do you care what a Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight happens? Do you care if it's at 147 or do you care if it's at 154? Does it matter to you?
Hell yeah, it mattered to me. Man, listen. First off, to have the first undisputed champion at one of the glamour divisions in the 4-belt era, and then with it being a mega fight like it's been built to be, and then having Bud Crawford having the opportunity to win that fight, be the first 2-time undisputed champion. Yes, it matters. If I want to see it at 147. That's why I want to see it for the ultimate prize, the ultimate goal of being the welterweight or undisputed champion. Yes, it does matter. I don't want to see it at 154. If they move it to 154, I don't want to see. I mean, I'm gonna still watch the fight now. I'm gonna still be interested.
Yeah. Let's be
But
real.
at the
You can
same
watch
time,
the
it
fight.
need to happen at 47. It need to happen at 47.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Cook on that, bro. You there, Jim?
For me personally, bro, I feel like it should happen at welterweight because again, you've got all the history, you've got the lineage, you've got all the belts there. I mean, that could be a special fight. I think the welterweight division needs that fight. I think it happening at 54 for no belts. I mean, I feel like it kind of cheapens it because the whole what as fans we've been trying to get for the last 4 or 5 years. We've been trying to get the 2 top welterweight champions fighting each other, and now we want to see the undisputed clash. So I feel like at 54, bro, it does kind of cheapen the fight a lot. I think it should happen at welterweight. I think both guys are strong and they've got all the history at welterweight. At 54, these guys really don't have any status. They're not ranked in the division. They don't have any titles. They've never fought in the division. I know Spence did early on, but that's when he was a prospect, bro. I think just for the sport, the division, I think this should definitely happen at welterweight for the belts and the backstory and just for history as well. The first undisputed champion of this era, a 4-belt era.
What you think, Matt?
It should happen to 47. It's when everything aligns. You get what I'm saying? The best of 47, the best of the welterweights. It makes boxing greater. Again, it keeps boxing headed towards that golden era of boxing, which we need. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing in the history of boxing, Terrence Crawford, facing against one of the longest reigning welterweight champions, Errol. That's what boxing needs, the welterweight division, mixing it up and making the best fight the best. 54, I mean, it's kind of it'd be disrespectful to Jermell Charlo as a champion, Louis a title contender, Fundork, them guys. You see what I'm saying? They just go in that division, and yeah, I mean, like that's more of some other shit. You see what I'm saying? But 47 is but that fight needs to take place so boxing can make legacy altogether. We'll see the Ray Leonards come out, the Tommy Hearns, all the other great welterweights, De La Hoya, Floyd, and they can back. That gives fans something to back and understand boxing, understand legacy of boxing, history of boxing.
What you think about that, Joe?
No, I agree with everybody here. 147 is the fight for all the marbles. know what I'm saying? But the belts, the hype, it's all at 147. But if they move up to 154, it's like, what is y'all doing that for? You know what I mean? So
Facts.
And you know the funny thing is, I don't know if this counts, but I don't think we had a undisputed welterweight since Super Judah, man. Then he had the 3 belts, so it's been a while.
My boy Zab.
But what? Now Corey Spinks had it, didn't he?
Did he?
Didn't Corey have all 3 belts when he beat Mayorga? When Mayorga beat Vernon, him and Shane unified for 3 belts, and then
They didn't have a
Vernon.
WBO, did they? Oh, that's before.
No, we're talking about we.
Oh,
No, the WBO. It should have been. Yeah,
because WBO is like the newest belt, I believe. Am I wrong, Dub? Is that
so
the
that's
newest
the newest one. So it's the WBC, IBF, WBA was the 3 titles before the WBO came around. But I could have sworn Corey Spinks had them joints because he beat Vernon. I could be wrong though. I mean, he beat up Mayorga, who beat Vernon.
Well, this the question. This the question of the hour, man. I want to know from you brothers, man. When you see Tank doing what he doing, and then unfortunately, I believe Tank had to turn himself in. Do you think that's going to hurt Tank long term? Going through this, going to have to do this sit down for a little bit. What you guys think about that?
That's not gonna hurt Tank at all. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna build him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make him even bigger than what he is. Because he is overcoming adversity. You know what I'm saying? And look, the people love that. You know what I'm saying? That's like the Mike Tyson when he came out of jail and everybody loved him and embraced him. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's not gonna hurt him at all.
What you think, Meth and Dub?
How
Go ahead, Jim.
No, how long is the jail time for them?
We don't know yet. We have no
He
idea.
hasn't been sentenced. Because what happened was that they took the plea. The lady got pissed off that when he hit and ran, the pregnant chick. I think she got pissed off or something like that.
Yeah.
And I believe, I could be wrong, don't quote me. I believe they had a plea deal for Tank where he wasn't going to do any time, I believe. And the judge wants the lady, like the lady that was pregnant in the whip, she's like pushing for him to do some time. So the judge, now I might be wrong, but the judge off the table, so we got to see.
Yeah. No, you're right. It was an original plea deal that was, the plea deal was accepted by the prosecution, but then the judge, he does have the discretion. He threw it out. He was like, nope.
Right.
And so the sentencing, I believe the sentencing is tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's difficult for anyone to really go. Like when you're dealing with a hit and run involving a pregnant woman, it's always difficult for the judge to side with a rich celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, look, man, it's unfortunate. Will it hurt his stock? I mean, it really depends how long. If he's in jail for over 6 months, I think it might hurt him. If it's less, I think he'd come back from that. I mean, this is the era where a lot of young fans love sort of the sort of gangster image. So I mean, I don't think it really hurts his image too much or his stock. I think he came off a mega event with Ryan Garcia. And I think it's unfortunate that he's in this situation because I really would have liked to see Tank really capitalize on this and fight again in December, even against someone like an Isaac Cruz, or if he couldn't get well, I don't think he'll fight Haney or Shakur or Lomachenko, but I think that would have been a good run for him. 3 fights this year, 3 good events, but it's just unfortunate, that he's kind of pissing away his talent.
But I don't, from what go ahead.
No, my.
I was just gonna say.
I don't think.
Go ahead, brother.
Wave his time.
Try to go in order. See how we all in order on the screen. Just try to, when one person cook, if it's going the opposite way, just go that way.
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying?
So then.
Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, Tank, he not pissing away with his talent. But I don't think the Tank is doing more than the 6 for the 7 months, but no more than that because he got a lot of power around him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influence around him. So, yeah.
Let me get some of these. Get some of these comments. And Chicken Talk said, Tank only sitting down about 90 days. That seems about right if he does any time. It says good fake. Chicken Talk again said a good vacation to clear his head and keep focused. And Sean said it's for domestic violence. I could have sworn it's for the car accident, the hit and run
No, it's
joint.
for the car
Yeah,
accident.
it's for the car accident. It's not the.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
The thing is, I was gonna say something like that. I think that the sentencing is gonna be less than 3 months at least. I mean,
Yeah.
3 months at the most. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm hearing it could be less than that, 30 days, something like that.
Mhm.
So I don't think it's gonna be anything detrimental to his career.
Mhm.
I will say that I think it's a good thing for him because sometimes, you know, and the brother he's been moving in a different direction, you know what I'm saying, with his life, that whole type of thing. And sometimes you need these things to kind of happen and they slow you down, kind of help you refocus, get your mind back right, you know what I mean? And I think like Chicken Talk said, a good vacation, clear his head and keep focused, man. I think that it can work in his favor. But the only thing I worry about when you get in there, do you get caught up in your mind? Do you get caught up thinking too much? Do you put yourself in a bad situation mentally, you know what I'm saying, in there? And you just got to see how, I don't know exactly how Tank is, so you have to see how everybody going to react to it different. But I don't think it's going to really do anything negative towards his career.
No,
I agree with
especially if it's under 30 days. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Right Side. If Tank, because I mean, it comes down to the sentencing. Even 90 days, you know, it don't take long to, you know, build up or get bad habits. You get what I'm saying? Prison or jail, wherever he's sitting at. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of mofos in there because of bad habits. You know, but it's also a place where you can perfect your craft or perfect yourself. You know, and that's how I look at it. So if we go, they say like 90 days. It all depends on how you use your 90 days. You know, we just seen Hurricane Carter in his history of his past when he got incarcerated, what he was doing with that time. B-Hop as well. Other I want to say it's like celebrities like Wallow. We the same guys take advantage of time, which is most important. When they taking time away from your freedom, it all comes down to how we utilize that time, because we would expect when he comes out or whatever happens to return to boxing. So and at that time we're looking at the Shakur Stevensons, the Devin Haney's, and so forth. You know, so if he utilizes that time to perfect this craft, you know, you in there, you know, just perfecting your mind and your skill set. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. It won't really phase me. We'll see a way better Tank. But if he's in there and things start to take a toll, as Right Side said, like the mental aspect, then yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll probably get a different Tank. All depends on how he uses his time.
My only thing with Tank, man, I can say, you know what? I want to ask y'all, have y'all seen a guy make a bigger transformation in boxing? I think in a way, your boy Tank is almost like Rocky Balboa. You go from being like Devin Haney's sparring partner before he was even champion to being the biggest dude in the world. I mean, have y'all ever heard of somebody doing what this dude is doing now? Like, I've never heard of somebody being a sparring partner and then working their way all the way up to being the face of boxing. Is that just me?
Hank?
Like,
hold on. What do you mean he was Devin Haney's sparring partner? They
know what I'm
each
saying?
other.
No, well, I'm talking about that's what I'm saying. That's when we first heard about him, when he was sparring. He had sparred Devin before. But what I'm saying is he go from sparring with Devin to now being the biggest dude in the world. I'm just saying, have you ever seen like somebody grow from that to this like that? Have you ever seen that in boxing before? I've never seen that.
Yeah, I said Mike Tyson had a similar rise, bro. You know, he went from Mike Tyson had a similar rise, you know. Yeah, go ahead.
But Mike Tyson was a blue chip prospect. Tank was never a blue chip prospect. Tank was never Sugar Shakur, where he was heralded as the next guy. Boo Boo Andre. I mean, when you know Shakur and Tank is from the same class almost, and you never heard about Tank coming up in amateurs. You really only heard about Tank as professional. You didn't really. Everybody else kind of grew on you. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I'm just wondering how he was able to make that transformation, bro. It's crazy.
I think Floyd Mayweather deserves a lot of credit because, I mean, he really promoted Tank Davis really well, man. I mean, he built him up on his undercards. When Mayweather fought McGregor, I think he might have been on the Pacquiao undercard. And then he really put pressure on Showtime to put, their machine behind him. And the way they marketed him, I think they were really smart. I think Mayweather definitely deserves a lot of credit because Floyd Mayweather was obviously one of the most well-known athletes in the world. So when he endorsed Tank, took him under his wing, and really pushed him hard, I think that really did pay off, man, because Floyd still has a lot of sway in the sport. And yeah, man, he matchmaked him really well. For a guy that's never fought the top fighter in any division and hasn't held a world title, a legitimate title, in about 5 years, for him to become a big star in boxing, that's really never been done before. Because usually when you're a star in boxing, you're usually the top fighter in your own division, or you've got multiple accolades. They really did a great job with the smoke and mirrors, the baby belts, the cherry picking, and they've turned this kid into a really big star. I mean, this is almost like a Jake Paul phenomenon.
Hey, you sound like you dissing Jimmy. Hey, am I wrong? Am I hearing Jimmy wrong?
No, I'm giving him credit, bro. No, I'm giving him credit.
He said
bro.
the baby belt.
Hey, that's my Jimmy.
Man, Jimmy done cut the man's whole back off, man. The baby belt.
I'm giving him credit, bro. No, I'm actually giving him credit. Like he's duped his way into superstardom.
This guy's rough. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
he
ahead,
got a bit of
Prize, you gotta-
superstardom, but you know what I'm saying? But he got the best resume out of all the other top 135ers
No,
in
he
that
don't.
class.
Yeah, no, he don't. No, he don't. Not one of them guys got a better resume than Loma.
So this is one thing when we talk resume.
Oh, man.
Loma should have the best resume. Why? He's 35. Tank should be next. Tank should be next. Why? Because he's 28, 29. Devin and Shakur, they shouldn't be. They're 24, and Keyshawn Davis is older than Devin Haney.
Tio got a better resume. Tio got a better resume.
No problem with it. No problem with it at all. No
I don't
problem
got a problem. I don't got a problem.
Nah.
Tio got a better resume.
Yeah. Then Tank,
Tio Fimo got a better resume than Tank, bro. It's not even close. And that's the thing. If he can beat Josh Taylor, bro, he the truth.
Obviously.
What you think? Hey, man, you don't think? Hey, man, you can tell me.
And
You
I'll tell
don't
him
think
to
so?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about losing, right? It's about just like it's a lot of great all-time greats that have lost to some cold bums. You know what I mean? But them bums with their ass. You see what I'm saying? It's about how if he beats Josh Taylor, then let's say he go out there and whip Regis' ass, or he whip Richardson Hitchens or some shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he Hall of Famer. You see what I'm saying? He just ain't beat Cam Moses. He just looked like shit against Sandor Martin. I don't know why. If he figure all that shit out and start winning, that's a lot of ifs though. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, he might retire as one of the better fighters in boxing out of all them guys. But to say he got a better resume than Shakur and Tank is crazy.
Yeah.
He got a way better resume than Shakur. Way better.
Nah,
You gotta be nuts, bro. What is you over there talking, man? Jesus.
Listen, nah. I'm talking about pro-wise though. Pro-wise, from like
You said who got a better resume?
Tank got a better pro resume than Shakur. Pro resume, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like saying from the amateurs and the Olympics and stuff like that, nationals. Nah, I was talking about pro-wise.
You know Sugar Shakur is a 2-division champion, a real 2-division champion. You know that, right?
Yeah.
as long as Tank is Shakur. Yeah, as long as Tank Shakur.
Only thing Shakur did, and I want to ask y'all this: why did Shakur duck? Why did Shakur duck Gary Russell, man?
I never
He
heard
did?
that one.
Yeah. I never heard
Yeah,
that.
Mr. Garrett was calling him out. Mr. Garrett was calling him out. I believe
Mr. Gary was calling everybody out.
Hey,
Yeah, if he need that
But-
payday.
he ain't. Hey, and Shakur. I love Shakur now. I love him. I love Shakur. But he also, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, O'Shaquie Foster. He was supposed to catch the fade with O'Shaquie Foster. He didn't catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Let me
shit
read
Leo
some of
Santa
these
Cruz did. I mean,
Go ahead, Jimmy. I'll let Jimmy cook
No.
it. Then we'll get to the comments.
no, I'll be honest, bro. The way Leo Santa Cruz ducked Gary Russell Jr., that was actually one of the most shameless ducks I've ever seen as a fan, bro. He was like just open about it. He just openly talk about he doesn't want to fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell was pulling up on him, and Leo looked scared. Man, that was just so shameless, bro. Like, I just could never support Leo after that, because
Yeah.
when you've got a guy punking you to your face, a guy sitting with your father taking selfies.
I
mean,
remember that.
Oh, yeah, then he
where
said,
you-
"I put my
bro,
slip in my
where
hands
you-
for your father." He did say that. My bad.
Daddy, bro, like, where your nuts at, bro? Like, where your
Yeah.
nuts at, man? No.
He was
What's up,
better off
Shorty?
taking the Gary Russell the Gary Russell fight than that Tank fight because he got melted. That was the most brutal knockout I've seen in a while, man. I mean,
Bro, he
put
got
him to-
Lomachenko, Rigondeaux as well. Leo Santa Cruz is one of the most overrated fighters I've ever seen. He never fought, what do you call it again, Rigondeaux, and he never fought Gary Russell. This dude never fought the top dudes in his divisions, and he got his ass whooped by Carl Frampton. I mean, come on, man.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at your opinion. Let me get to some of these comments real quickly. Where we at? Damn, I lost my spot. Oh, he said, okay, Sean, start off with Sean. He said, I read a story about something about domestic violence. I figured that was what it was about. I was wrong. No problem. It's all good. Chicken Talk said, only took for me to go to jail one time. He said, I ain't trying to spend my life like that. Facts. Then he said, his coach did real time. I'm sure he got him mentally prepared. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did do some time in the Cal before.
He looked like it.
Yeah, he said Crawford. He said Crawford did a certain extent. Went from Bradley sparring partner to two-weight world division or world champion. I'm sorry, my bad. Then he said Sean says I heard Adrian Broner frown him. Yeah, Broner bought Tank to Floyd. That's a fact. Chicken Talk said getting co-signed from Floyd or Oscar does wonders for a fighter. That's a fact. Them the two biggest, right? So, and Chicken Talk said current 135 resume is Tank until the winner of 520. That's Loma and Dev. And it says Sean says all because of Lomachenko. I still think that Tank has a better resume though. Shakur didn't duck Gary. Gary all cap. Yeah, Gary was. He looked crazy when Dev and them pulled up with that. What was it? 1.2 million. That was crazy.
Then they had the money in the suitcase.
Even Gary Russell's brother. I think he passed. I think something happened to one of Gary Russell's brothers.
Yeah, shout out to Batman, man. Shout out to
Batman. That's the name. R.I.P. Batman. Yeah. Batman. I like Batman. I like he used to get on the panels and cook. So yeah, I used to like when he used to get on the. Even Batman on a panel. I forget where I was watching the man on which channel I was on, but he definitely was. He said out of his mouth that he was telling Gary, man, you better take this fight, man. It's all there for you. Gary didn't want to fight, but I guess you could call it a duck if you want. Then Chicken Talk said, y'all don't even know about Gary and why he only fight Mandos. Then he said he on Gary ass. Now Gary got Mandos to fight. He ain't even fighting. Gary is a griefer. Damn.
I don't know, bro. I'm just wondering why in the world Shakur didn't say Gary's name once. I mean,
he did.
That's the thing. And that goes back to what I was saying. People, when y'all like somebody,
no, hold on. What
cool.
you said? No, hold on. Hold on, BBO. What you said? You said what you just say? What you just said?
Who?
You right now? What you just say?
About what?
About what you was talking about. What you just said.
Oh, I said when y'all like somebody, it's different. But if y'all don't like somebody,
before that, you said Devin never. You said Devin never called out Gary.
No. Why would, I mean,
no. He said Shakur. He said Shakur never said.
My apologies.
Never said Gary name.
Never said Gary. And see, that's a funny thing. Meth and Dub noticed. They try to. I think he like a black and Puerto Rican cat. They got him like he's Superman because of his talent, rightfully so. But dude, beating up Yoshi from Mario don't impress me, man. Like at the end of the day, man, he got to get in there with a real live dog, and he had a chance to fight Gary Russell. He didn't fight Gary Russell. I mean, if y'all want to count him beating, what's the dude that was drinking the tea? I just lost his name. Valdez. Man, who is Valdez, bro? Valdez is nothing but another Canelo, like, another guy who happened to be tied to Canelo. Man, he ain't really beat nobody either. But
who is Paul Butler?
Look, Gary Russell.
Got him.
You got me on that one.
Oh, I'd say Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Gary Russell.
Nonito Donaire.
You know what I'm saying?
Jamie
I'm ducking because.
Hold on, Ja. Hold up, Ja. You and Jimmy talking at the same time.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Then you go, Ja. My bad.
Well, I say this was in regards to who Paul Butler was. You're right, bro. Paul Butler wasn't the best fighter in the world, but look, man. I mean, Inouye fought a lot of good fighters. Emmanuel Rodriguez, undefeated champion, Olympian. That guy went on to do a lot of serious damage after losing to Inouye. Nonito Donaire twice. Butler, Jamie McDonald, Jason Maloney, who's number one, a contender at that time. I mean, all you can do is clean out your division, bro. These were legitimate champions, legitimate unifications. Before that, you fought a lot of good fighters in the lower weights. I mean, who else in the sport has been a 3-division, undisputed champion in less than 20 fights? I mean, this was a good, it's a good accolades, man.
Yeah, his accolades. He got the accolades, but I'm not impressed. That's my opinion.
Oh my god. Hey, he gotta be Superman to you, huh?
Yeah, Fulton, bro. So
yeah.
I mean, look, man, the Fulton fight, that should definitely be a silencer for the critics.
And then when he gets smoked, by boy, then what? He's still gonna be on the. I don't understand how he's so high on the pound for pound list over. They got him over Charlo, bro. That to me is a disgrace. Like,
but come on, bro. You can't hate on guys like Emmanuel Rodriguez and Donaire and McDonald.
Donaire almost killed him in that first fight. Donaire, old faded Donaire, almost killed him in that first fight.
Castano slid Jamel, man. I think y'all forgot that, man.
Tony Harrison, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. You cannot come on. You should not have brought guys up like Tony Harrison and come on, bro. Castano. I mean, like, who the fuck are these guys, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
they're the same guys that Inoue been beating. What you mean?
No, I'd say Donaire. And Rodriguez actually a lot better than Tony Harrison. I mean, Tony Harrison, no disrespect to him, but outside of upsetting Charlo, this guy gets put to sleep every time he steps up, bro. And Castano. I mean, who the fuck is Castano, bro?
Go
Butler,
pull up, get up, pull up Charlo's resume and go back.
No, but what I'm saying, Inouye's 3-division though. That's the difference, though, right? Inouye's
fighting people, man. Pull his resume up. Pull the box.
Bro, Omar Narvaez was a 2-division long-reigning champion, and he iced him. Tagachi, when he smoked him for the Japanese title, that dude went on to become a unified champion, bro. Like I said, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Jason Maloney, Nanita Donaire twice, right? He was supposed to fight Obali. Bro, it's not his fault that Donaire went in there and smoked Obali, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can only fight who's there.
My bad.
So last year, check this out, bro. He had 2 fights last year, right? He knocked out 2 reigning world champions, including a Hall of Famer, and became the first man to unify the bantamweight division in 50 years. Bro, if it was easy, bro, it wouldn't take 50 years for someone to do it, bro. And he won the tournament as well, the World Boxing Super Series. Like, come on, man. You gotta give dude credit.
I give him credit for.
He gonna put Fulton to sleep though.
He I don't like to call Paul Butler a champion, bro. Them to me are belt holders.
He's not. You're title holder. You're title holder.
The belt holder, title holder. That's all he was. He was keeping it warm for him. And how they gonna have an undisputed fight? That shit came on like a Wednesday or a Monday or some crazy shit.
Japan, bro.
I don't care what I was in Hawaii.
Oh, now you're nitpicking. Now you're complaining about the dates, bro. Come on, man. This is the resume. That's the dates.
Undisputed. Name me one undisputed fight that came on Tuesday. I wait.
I
don't care where I was at. Who?
For the New Way Tuesday.
That's what I'm saying. He the only one.
In Japan,
he getting that money,
I don't care where you at. I don't care. Money. I don't care about these boys' money. All I care about is fights, dog. I don't care about who get the biggest pay. I don't care about none of that. I want to see the fights. But I do give Inoue 1,000% credit for stepping up and going right at Cool Boy like that. That shows you that he does wants to win. And if he does win, I probably will become a fan. Until then, he hasn't done any, I ain't gonna say he hasn't done nothing, but I'm just not impressed with the kid. I guess I get pissed off because they put him over somebody like who's been fighting for a while, who got a deep resume like Jermell Charlo, and they go and just throw him right over Terrence Crawford and put him at 1. Fuck it, just put him at 1. You know what I mean? They just make up stuff. So I get frustrated with them fighters, and I'm really zeroed in and watching them like hawks until he whoops somebody like Cool Boy. Now I'm like, yo, this dude, I like him. Till then.
Hey, Dub, let me ask you this: If Monster was the same sign with Jermell Charlo, who you think would win? They were the same exact size.
Say that again. Monster was the same size.
If Monster was the same size, if he was a 154-pound guy like Jamel, who's winning?
Bro, stop that shit, bro.
I'm asking. Hey, can I ask my man a question, bro? I'm asking him a question, bro. I'm gonna ask you a question too. If they the same size, they the same size. They the same size. Now Dub know his boxing. They the same size. What's gonna happen? He's going to roll him. He's going to roll him.
Yeah, I'll probably say Monster would beat Charlo, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Half to death. Half to death. He's gonna beat him half to death. Q,
if he was the same size, he would get smoked by Jermell Charlo, would knock him out. The same way.
If they the same
way. If they are the same size, Jermell Charlo melts Nue the same way that
he going to
Donaire almost had him out of there in the first fight.
Nigga, no, Donaire ain't do shit. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, you ain't see. I'm talking Donaire.
I have to come up here to expose some of that capping you up here doing.
Bugging, bro. Go back and look at the fight. Go back and look at that first fight. And that what round was it? Man, bro, he had him going, bro.
Hold up, bro. I understand what you're saying. You said early, so we did that early in the first round or the second. Because really,
in the first round, it wasn't the first round. It was like the 7th, 8th round.
The second round is when he done it. But Inoue beat his ass. Y'all remember him hitting motherfucking Donaire to the body, and that nigga hit a whole fucking lap around the ring, ran behind the ref. Remember that? What are you talking about?
Man, Donaire was 176 years old.
So that's one. That's cooked. You talking about belt holders, bro. Castaño was a belt holder. He literally beat Teixeira and fought Charlo next. Stop it, bro. And he got it, and then he had a draw with him. So he had to go back and rerun it back with him. I fuck with Jamel, bro. But come on, bro. You talking about Inoue who, like Jimmy already said, bro, when he fought for the title, bro, he fought against a dude who ended up becoming a unified champion. What nigga Jamel beat that end up going to do something? That's early, bro. He did that in his first, 5 fights? Stop it.
Pull Mel's box.
Got multiple, and then he pound for pound because he did multiple weight classes. Mel has been in one. Just one, bro. We talking pound for pound.
Mel has been way active, way longer than him. His resume speaks for itself.
Come on.
You're about 5 years older.
Hold on. You can have your opinion about Inoue. Have mine. I am not all that impressed. And that's all I gotta say.
Hey, I just gotta ask this quick question. Now, do you know the whole purpose of the pound for pound list? The whole purpose of the pound for pound list is because people said Sugar Ray Robinson was the best, but they wanted to give it to what's the Browns bomb? I can't think of Joe Louis. They thought that he was better than Joe Louis. And let's be honest, if you put Inoue at I don't really think nobody could beat Inoue if he's as big as these other guys. I mean, he's super skilled, man. This ain't a rock'em sock'em bop it type of dude. I think he might be too small, but he could give your boy Sugar Shakur some work if they were the same size. I can see that, bro.
You chatting?
No, bro. I don't know if you seen that dude Inoue, bro. Inoue,
I'm watching him like a hawk. He's really good. He is, but I'm not impressed. My opinion.
Well, let me ask y'all this. So we having this conversation about belts. You kind of missed that cue. So what do you think the belts mean to boxing? You think the belts matter? You think they don't matter? What you think, man?
Yeah, the belts matter, bro. They might not. Some people as much as it do. Like some fights, people want to see. It don't matter what belt somebody holds. They just want to see the fight. But adding a belt or somebody actually being a champion, bro, that shit means something. Having defenses as a champion, that shit means something. A motherfucker, I guarantee you, ain't no nigga, can't no boxer go their whole career and a motherfucker think they good, pound for pound, a real champion if they ain't never had a belt, bro. And it just go like that. I don't care. You can't bring no nigga out this bitch that gonna do something. You look at Ryan, bro. Nigga don't want to see shit from Ryan unless he win a belt. That nigga never fight Tank again unless he got a belt to fight Tank. Period. He ain't gonna
What
rank.
about Ernie Shavers?
Ernie Shavers is great. He never won a belt. And what people bring up about him, Ron Lyle, Tua, hella other motherfuckers. Oh, he one of the best to never win a belt. But back in the day is totally different. Like it was more difficult to win a belt back in the day. Like it was niggas that fucking had niggas 50, 60 fights before they even got a title shot. You know what I mean? Like,
imagine if it was 4 belts back then. I'm pretty sure Shavers would have got one of them, and Lyle and the rest of them possibly could have got one.
No, Ali wouldn't let that happen. That's the thing. Ali wouldn't let that
happen. That's a good. I'm pretty sure Ali. Yeah, I ain't disagreeing, but if Ali wasn't undisputed, like if it was a 4 belt era back then, I'm pretty sure Shavers there. He got crazy cracks, bro. But you know, like he said, that's a long time ago, man. So that's hard to. That's hard to do.
It's the same thing. The reason I say the same thing is because boxing's always had its bias. I remember one of my favorite fighters, Hagler, changed his name to Marvelous because they wouldn't call him it. So I mean, and how as great as he was, bro, he never get the credit he deserved because he wasn't Sugar Ray Leonard. So that goes back to the whole beginning of this conversation. When you like somebody, it's cool. Whatever they do is cool. But if you don't like them, it's a problem.
I don't roll that way.
But
because if Shakur did some nut shit, then I'm gonna get at him. If Earl or Terrence did some nut shit, I'm coming for him. So
your boy Tank always doing some nut stuff, bro. I never hear nobody say
we get at him. Some of the old shows up. We got at Tank before.
Nah, but Marvin Hagler, he got his respect because maybe not as much when he was active, which I still feel like he did, but not as much. But at the end of the day, it really don't matter because all that fake and facade shit, all the glitz and glamour, that's cool for the time that's going on. But real shit lasts forever. That's why when nigga look at Marvin Hagler now, oh, that's one of the greatest middleweights, you know what I mean, to do it. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, the middleweight champ, was damn near one fucking word. The middleweight champ Marvin Hagler, that was one fucking word for the longest. Then he had all that shit. So it when the time go by, that's when people see that shit, like really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when in the moment, yeah, like a lot of people really don't look at Bud and be like, he ain't nothing. But I guarantee you this. When that nigga retire and shit go on, you're gonna be like, damn, that nigga Bud was cold than a motherfucker.
I say that right now.
Like
I say it right. He cold right now.
Don't just like they did with Marvin Hagler. A lot of people didn't like him. They ain't do that all that. They gonna say the same thing about Mel, depending on how his career go. You know, a lot of people don't like the nigga, but as that shit go on and it age, and you see a lot of motherfuckers that people think good and they don't pan out to be what a lot of people think, and you like, damn, dude was really that. He really was a smoke, man. That's how it's gonna go, bro. People don't know shit in the moment.
Bud cold right now. I don't gotta wait for him to retire to say that. Bud is that dude right now. So like, I know people don't like him, like you said. I feel you. I actually agree with everything you just said right now, but like except for like, I disagree when you was like, Bud, if he retires, I think he's that now. It doesn't, like, we all up on this panel. We all hardcore boxing fans. We know Bud is the good right now. I don't gotta wait for him to retire. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think people say that though about Bud, because really, who did Bud beat? Other than Bud beating Victor Postol, I don't think nobody would say that, bro. That's his best win is Victor Postol. I mean, because I remember Victor Postol was a monster, so I'm giving him full credit for that. But I don't know. I think when history goes on, it's gonna really look down on a lot of people, like maybe Mel. I think Errol gonna look bad, because think about it. Errol been in the same division this whole time, hasn't unified, hasn't moved up. I mean, and really just running out of time, bro. I mean, I seen somewhere he's only fought one time in the last 3 years. I mean, I don't know, man. To tell you the truth, even if we get that fight with him and Bud, they're gonna be old. They're gonna be old. It's not gonna be the same thing like when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Marvelous Marvin. I mean, that was still prime for prime. I mean, and I want to say Leonard was coming back off one of his little hiatuses, but it was still one of the biggest fights. But I don't know, man. We got a couple comments. I'm gonna have you read some of these comments, brother.
Where we at with it? Where we?
Shakur ain't Puerto Rican according to Tito and his father. I heard that.
Chocolatito Estrada. I guess Sugar Ray Leonard, or no, Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna butcher that name. And Inouye, ignored Inouye when he came to their division. They wouldn't even fight him. Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. Casimiro is a knucklehead. That's the reason why Paul Butler. Damn. That's the reason why Paul Butler became champ. Man, who the hell? My bad. Then it says, OMG, Inoue ain't like these others. He's highly skilled. That's a fact. We ain't got to tear one to uplift the other. That's true. They both nice. Facts. They both gonna look bad. I don't know where we was at on the comments. But
I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you this. When you talk about boxing in general, man, I think for a fact, man, is really kind of killing itself with not being able. Hold on one second. What do you say? Bud and Spence have a lot left meat on the bone, even with having fought each other. Well, I don't know how you can say that chicken talk because you're talking about a guy that's 35 and a guy that's about to turn 33. I mean, let's be honest here. When Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao, it kind of felt like too late, man. It kind of felt like too late because at the end of the day, I honestly, I understand what Errol was doing, but I think if he would have fought Bud, say 3 years ago, I think Bud might have knocked him out. I really do. And the fact is, Errol is not living the fighter lifestyle. I keep seeing Errol drunk every time I see him. We don't talk about that. We try to, show the brother some grace, but every time I see Errol, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, this dude's always drunk, bro. So it's like, I don't know, man. Is he living the fighter lifestyle? Does he even have a chance against Bud at this point? Is he ever going to fight again? I heard him say on the thing, I'm not going to apologize for being inactive. What is that, bro?
Because he got something planned. That's why. Until he in camp right now. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting at 160 right now, comfortably. Muscle too.
Word.
So I know that personally too.
Yeah.
So but he good. You know what I'm saying? Like
can Errol make 147?
Yeah.
I think he can make it one more. Maybe I think he needs to just do one more fight, and then he need to go ahead and keep it pushing to 54 because he gonna kill himself or he gonna get his ass knocked out, one or the other.
He said, "I'm saying they both haven't fulfilled their potential." Well, I would say Bud has done a lot. Sugar Ray used, Hearns used to do cocaine.
Damn.
I don't know. INO means came about.
I don't care about outside ring stuff.
Oh, I don't care about the side of the ring stuff. That's true. That's true because, only reason I say outside the ring stuff come up, it's just when it be like that wild stuff, bro. Like when you hear some of that stuff that Floyd or Tank be doing, you be like, come on, bro. Like, ain't you the champion of the world? Like, what is you on? Like,
Kovalev did something. They ain't talk about that much.
Oh, I'm not talking about the drug. You're absolutely right, man. A lot of those guys did drugs. I'm just saying the fact of when it comes to some of these fighters, man, some of it, like he just brought up Kovalev. Man, that stuff Kovalev did, bro, was wild, bro.
He should have been in prison.
Jesus, man. All I can say in boxing is this: you got so many young fighters coming up, and really, what do they got? What do they got to look forward to? Not fighting, not getting the best fight. Like, is Shushu gonna get his chance? Is Keyshawn Davis gonna get his chance?
Yeah, they definitely gonna get their chance. It's just there's
other
fighters in front of them.
But guess what, man? Virgil Ortiz just, I think he had iron, protein in his blood, so now he got to get right back in line at 154. And let's be honest here, Boots, however old Boots is, he's not a spring chick. He got over 30 fights, and he still ain't had a title shot. So it's like, I don't know how old is he?
What Boots like 20? I
24,
don't wanna get it
24,
yeah,
25, 26,
yeah,
one of them, somewhere in there.
yeah.
Hey, Dub, he ain't fought for a title yet. That ain't a travesty that he ain't fought for a belt yet.
Well, it's the individual holding the damn division up. That's why they need to fight each other. Drop the belts and let some of these young dogs eat down there. Stop holding the damn division up, man.
And it's getting bad because nobody even wants to say that. You know what? In a way, the belt is kind of killing boxing because we not getting the best fights. The funny thing about the whole Ryan Garcia Tank fight was that fight was huge because of who was in it. Nobody cared about the belt, so to speak. Don't get me wrong, the belts have a place, but I just feel like if the belt is holding these fights up, man, what are we gonna do, bro? Like
That fight was for a lot of casual fans tapped in on that when they don't know shit about belts and boxing. Period. There's a lot of Ryan Garcia's the people in his comment section watching him do his weak ass drills and skills on the internet,
The
and it was
TikTok
happening.
bullies.
Yeah, the TikTok warriors was on there heavy, and they showed up and they showed out that night. So, that's
Hey,
how I feel about that.
hey, John, you a fighter. My bad. I'm gonna let you go after this. Hey, John, you a fighter. Can I ask you a question? Would you rather be on ESPN Gatorade commercials, laughing with all the pretty Mexican chicks, or you rather be in a hot gym? Who you rather be, bro? If you a boxing star.
ESPN is more exposure, but hot gym.
Fact.
Okay, here we got. Oh, go ahead, Q. My bad. You muted, bro.
You mute, Q.
Just like Marvin Hagler said, bro. We'll see how much a nigga want to run when he wake up on silk sheets. That's just over. I mean, yeah, you hungry because you really hungry. You ain't got it. But Ryan, and then at the end of the day, it's not Ryan's fault. It's good that he got all them followers and shit. That shit good. That's good for the sport. But like, nigga, it ain't his fault that they think Ryan's one of the best just because that's the only boxer to follow on YouTube or fucking Instagram. Shit, that's just Ryan doing that shit right. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But on the other end, like, shit, he still got to show that he the best. That shit was just pretend shit. You faking like, oh nigga, I got all these people. They think I'm the best. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I'm the best. In reality, that's not how it goes. Now, that's why the belts don't mess it up. It's the people that hold the belts and the people that run them niggas' career that hold the belts. Like, easy as that shit can happen is, oh nigga, just unify. You go in, you unify, you fight the next best dude. But that ain't how that shit go all the time, man. These niggas gonna move how they want to move. They people or the suits, they gonna listen to them niggas. You know what I mean? Only a select few that's just gonna aim and be the best. Back in the day, like, they did that shit because the only way your ass was gonna get that fucking money is by fighting. It ain't like that. Them niggas really paved the way for these niggas now that they getting paid $1 million to fight a fucking bum. So when they gotta fight the real competition, they want triple that. You get $3 million to fight a bum and then some real smoke. Like that real smoke, is real smoke. You like, I want 10. Nigga, the fight not even worth 10, nigga. What the
right. The whole fight together ain't even worth 10. And to answer your question, Boots Ennis is 25.
Okay. Salute to my man Chicken Talk. What's up with you, Chicken Talk?
What up, though? Let me say this about like Ryan Garcia. Like my man just said, he built up this little fan base, whatever. When was the last time y'all seen Boots?
What you mean? In the ring? I mean, I follow Boots Ennis. I follow Boots Ennis on Instagram, and he posts a lot.
Yeah,
especially in his story.
So because you follow him, you got to be out. Or when was the last time you seen a Virgil Ortiz? These dudes, they just disappear. If you're not actively looking for them, they disappear. Whereas Ryan, you can't log on to social media without him being pushed in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when you say like these guys, they holding up division and they ain't fought, it's that nobody is demanding for these guys to fight these other guys because nobody knows who they are but us.
Right.
Because they're not putting themselves out there building up their own profile to say, hey, I mean, okay, I give you a perfect example. David Benavidez. Yeah, I want to see him fight Canelo, but you know what David Benavidez should be doing? He should be having his ass down in Mexico right now, ringside at that fight in front of the big Mexican media. That's going to be the biggest fight in one of the biggest fights in Canelo's recent career. You know, in front of the Mexican media, doing interviews with the Mexican media to build up your name. But these guys just they have a fight and then they disappear. The next time you see them is when they get a fight announced. Ryan lost, and you ain't missed. He's been on my social media feed since the day he lost. He ain't went nowhere.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But the piggyback on that, that's why you seen Floyd on Dancing with the Stars. That's why you seen Floyd doing a lot of the little goofy stuff he did. Or even when he had to play villain and later in his career when his hands was brittle. I just think what's going on in boxing, it's just a travesty, man, because you got Boots. You got these, what is they call it, introverts now? I never heard of that. Like, what is that? You got guys all the time, oh, I don't like to be around people. Well, you in the wrong game, bro. You in the wrong game. I mean, this is the first time, if you think about it, it's the first time you really heard Tank talking, because in that Rolly fight, he wasn't really talking too much. And let's be honest, because Ryan was talking back to Tank like that, it kind of made it more fun, man. I don't know. People got to understand it's more than just what you do in the ring, man. And truth be told, man, I'm just seeing way too many fighters fighting once a year. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They fight once a year talking about, oh, I'm the champ. Come see me. Come on, bum. You don't want to fight the best.
Once a year, then disappear. Then they disappear. It's not like
Yeah,
Mike Tyson told
I hate
Jamal
that.
Charlo.
Where's
Go ahead,
David
think
been?
about it.
I haven't even seen David Benavidez. Have you seen him chicken talk?
Some boys be on
Ain't
there, get
seen
that
him.
money and go disappear. Yeah.
You
let me-
seen him.
let
He
me,
done
uh,
went on vacation, had his little vacation, and ain't came back. Ain't seen him.
Man,
Let
you
me
know that
like Mike Tyson
let me
told-
read these comments real quick. Nah, go ahead, Chicken Talk. I'll wait for you to finish and then I'll read.
I just
these
want to
three
make this point because Mike Tyson told Jamal Charlo when he had him on there. I understand what he was saying. He didn't phrase it right, but he said more people know you than had ever known me. But what he was trying to say is you are available to more people with just this device in your hand than I ever had access to while I was fighting. You know, so you have to when Mike Tyson was fighting, you had to have an HBO subscription or you know something like that. You as a fighter could pick up a device, put it in your hand, and have access to more people around the world than any other fighter before your time. Any other
I
fighter
don't
bigger than
understand
Ali,
it.
Tyson, all of them. Floyd.
Yeah, I don't understand. I
why
don't
they-
understand it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I agree with you on that. Like them boys get them checks and then they route with they get them Jones and be eastbound with them for real. But shout out Andrew Charles. He said salute to you. Big blunts and boxing, big blunts. He says salute to the brothers on the panel as well. Salute to you, my guy. he said Q look like he off the E-pill or something. Q, you need a blunt, bro. Your eyes big as hell right now. Okay? He said my man Q on them E-bombs. Them bombs used to be fun back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, but that was a long time ago. But and shout out Bentley says it's the fans that be discrediting the other boxers that's running a beautiful sport of boxing. I mean ruining. Pardon me. Ruining
Yo,
the sport
DVO.
of boxing.
But you know that
Yeah.
be a man's but Gary Russell, right? You know that he even ducked Chris Colbert. Chris, he was trying to get the fight with Gary, but rather than hey, what's that boy name? He just fought.
Nope. Damn, he just lost.
Oriol.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, but the Spanish one. Yo, bro, he was trying to fight with Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? And Gary ain't want that fight.
I mean, I'll put it like this, man. The thing that's messing up, I get what you're saying on that, but I hear what you're saying, Chicken Talk, as far as I'm gonna bring this together. You can go to press conferences, you can do all we seen Boo Boo do all that and not get one fight. I mean, we got that famous line, you want payday? You want payday? I know that. That's all you get. I mean, so if he came in like Clubber Lane sitting at the press conference, it wouldn't do anything because these guys don't want to fight. I just don't understand. Like, why don't David just move on? He got Boo Boo right there. I'm sure he's gonna have Charlo at some point, and I think the guy that can beat him is David Morrell Jr. Man, that dude, he look like he might be something special one day, especially with old school Ronnie Shields training him, because you know Ronnie Shields gonna bring you up the right way. I don't know this. I don't know. I think once you get with Ronnie Shields, you gotta leave him after a certain point? Because I feel like I don't know. I want to ask y'all opinion. Did y'all see how Jamel got better when he got away from Ronnie Shields? Was that Ronnie Shields' fault, or was that more Jamel just finding something different? What y'all think about that?
That was but Jamel but finding something different because being as a fighter, a coach tell you better do something. He train you better do something, but like as a fighter, it's up to you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and most fighters is really hard headed. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really blame the trainer too much or the coach. But yeah, but I get exactly what you're saying though.
What you think, Chicken Talk and Q and Prize? What y'all think about that?
I let Chicken talk. He on mute. Go ahead. I'll go. Go ahead, Q. You want to cook on that real quick?
My phone was freezing. My bad.
You good? Go ahead, Chicken talk. Go ahead and cook.
Say that again. You was talking about how a guy, even though he didn't get to fight. You talking about Andrade?
No. What I was saying is, when you got Boo Boo, you know, he went to all these fights and he never got any of them. So what I'm saying is, I don't know what more. I just don't know what more can. I don't know what more can David do other than go fight the guys that want to fight him. What you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, you could continue building your name. Like, you know, even when Ali was chasing Liston around, he was still fighting. You can't just disappear. You can't, because a guy turned you down at a press conference and then just sulk your head and keep going. You got to keep going out there, putting on impressive performances and winning. And you have to. Somebody at that network had to put their foot down and make them fights, because there's no reason that Andrade shouldn't have gotten a Triple G fight, or he fought none of the, or Munguia fight, or anybody over there. He fought none of the fellow champions. A strange situation. HBO wouldn't have did that. If they was at HBO, they would have fought.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I give you that. HBO didn't play that. What you think about that, Q? You think you think Jamel getting away from Ronnie Shields was good, or was that bad for him? What you think that did?
Shit, and Mel got away from Ronnie Shields because Ronnie Shields didn't believe in him. Ronnie Shields told him that he'd never be better than Maul. You know what I mean? That's what he left. So he left. He went somewhere else, and pretty much showed that he earned more legacy than Maul, because some people still don't believe he better than Maul as far as like boxing and shit go, but he proved to be better as far as that go. He proved Ronnie Shields wrong. And to be honest, like I don't really feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think Ronnie Shields a bad coach, but I don't look at him as like, you know, one of them guys who just up there, like even like a what's the boy name, a Robert Garcia, and that ain't like dissing Ronnie Shields, because you know he came from, you know, good coaching, you know, what's the thing, I forget who used to be back there with like Sweet Pea and shit, but you know he came up pretty good. I just don't like how he trained. I think he just I think he one of them trainers that people just feel comfortable with. If you don't want to do it, he not gonna make you do it. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? He'll let you get away with doing like, whatever, I don't want to do no road work. Okay, well, go ahead, hit the bag then. You know what I'm saying? That's Ronnie Shields to me. But you know, he got a good foundation, so I think Maul gonna lead a nigga, to be honest. Only reason I think Maul really not left him is because he don't want to fight motherfucking David Morrell. And you could just say, that's my stable mate. I can't fight him.
Morrell might stop.
Come on, Morrell will beat that boy ass. You know what I'm saying?
He beat that dude from the 7-Eleven.
Who?
The death, bro. I don't know why he did him that dirty, man. What you think about that, Lanier?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Go ahead,
my bad, Lennar, man. Sorry, you said Lanier. I was paying attention.
Oh, my bad, Lennar, my bad.
Yeah, what was the question? I'm sorry.
No, we was talking about, do you think that when Jamel left Ronnie Shields, was that because he wanted to he was better for leaving him? Or basically it's like Ronnie Shields is a starter trainer, you get away from him if you really want to get better?
Well, the reason why I mean, it's already been stated why he left him. He left him because because Ronnie Childs was in the corner cussing at him, and it's talk. I forgot exactly what he said, but he basically pissed Jamel off, and so he's looking for a new trainer, and that's where he went with Derrick James. 'Cause I guess he just felt Ronnie Shields crossed the line. But as far as Ronnie Shields and being a trainer, though, no, Ronnie Shields is definitely a no nonsense type of trainer. He's not the type of guy you would just go in there and say, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I'll go ahead and hit the bag." Then that's not what his type of style. He has an old school style, and he has you on your toes and stuff. So he's known for being a trainer that's actually you're gonna make you do this work. What he says to do. So I don't necessarily agree on that. But as far as Ronnie Shields being a great trainer, yeah, I mean his track record shows he's a great trainer. I think that do I think there's trainers out there better than him right now? Yeah. But do I think that he's still a good trainer? Yeah, I do. But I do think that Jamel going with Derrick was a better option for Jamel because of the way Jamel's hot-headed and the way he fights. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, he was boxing on his toes when he was with Ronnie, but still, Mel is just an angry type of person, man. So,
you say an angry person.
Yeah. So him just getting knockouts and being aggressive, so that's just kind of how he fights naturally better with, anyways. So I think that him going with Derrick was a better choice. I think that he's had more success with Derrick than he would have had with Ronnie. But I'm just so pissed off about boxing right now. Like, that whole camp right now. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm glad that.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, pardon me. Ronnie Shields is a good trainer, a really good trainer. He does have the track record, but I don't know. It seemed like Mel and like Leonard said, it seemed like Mel and his chemistry was a little off during the fight. You know what I mean? Like in the fight, it seemed like they wasn't on the same page in some fights. But Mel made the power move and go over there with Derrick James. Hopefully, Jamel. I don't know. He just needs to change everything to me. So Jamal. I'm sorry. He needs to just change everything. So,
but by now, man, I'm in the mood. Like fuck the whole Derrick James camp right now because I'm mad, man.
Why?
Because man, but my boy Earl, man. I'm just pissed that he's not fighting. I'm just upset about that fact that he's not fighting, man. And he's just wasting his career. His career just wasting away. Just waiting on this one fight to happen. It's not happening. It keeps getting pushed back. And it's like, how much longer are we gonna wait until these boys need to get a fight in?
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic because I'm not giving any energy towards Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. So y'all got that.
Yeah, I'm not giving no energy either. I'm just saying time to move on. That's what I'm saying. Time for me to move on, get into the fight. I don't want to keep pushing dates back. I'm getting frustrated. I'm really getting fucking frustrated. Like I was over here because like when this article came out today about it possibly being like August 5th and shit, I was already done, but it just made me more mad. It just added fuel to the fire, man. I just want to see these brothers move on and maybe come back to it. But right now, I don't want to see that fight anymore. I don't want to see it. I'm pissed. I don't give a fuck if it got announced in the next hour. I don't want to see it next. I want to see these boys move on.
I want to see David Morrell versus Benavidez now. After seeing the way he beat up that dude, what's the dude, Alpoo from The Simpsons, bro? I really want to see what happened next, bro, because he beat Alpoo to death. Did y'all see that when he fought Alpoo, man?
The 7-Eleven bull.
Yeah, he beat Alpoo to death, bro. I'm just wondering, David Morrell might be that secret weapon, bro, at 168. Because at the end of the day, I can honestly say I don't think Canelo is gonna fight none of them dudes because Canelo's getting old, man. And at the end of the day, he's been fighting since he was 15. I just don't see him at this lateness in the game trying to go up and fight somebody like that because it just really wouldn't. I mean, he's already set in stone, bro. I don't know what you think about that chicken talk. You think that Canelo got anything left to prove?
Man, Canelo is worried about playing golf and drinking. Canelo is not thinking about fighting these young dogs. And if he don't, then that's more power to him. Just relinquish the belts, let these other dudes get a chance to get at him, and do what you want to do. I ain't mad. Canelo gave me a lot of good fights. I ain't no Canelo hater. He gotta fight this guy. I want to see him fight the guy. If he don't, then I'm not gonna watch the fight. But
Canelo's only 32, ain't he?
Yeah, but he's
I
got
think
what,
he's 33.
60-some fights.
Yeah, he do.
You know, he has a lot of wear and tear on
He
his
got
body.
some.
He
Yeah,
has
about
some
to say he
fights.
got some miles on it. He got some miles on him.
Yeah. And then he even say it's some fights that he fought in Mexico that's not even on his box rec. So who knows how many fights he really got? Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, man, just whatever you're gonna do, just make sure that you on your way out, drop them belts. Go fight. Go. What's my man at Berlanga? And drop them belts. You know.
This is what I'll say to that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Canelo, let's put it like this: if Canelo was to say, you know what, screw these young guys, I'm gonna beat them all. If Canelo was to beat David Morrell, David Benavidez, Bubu Andre, and Jamal, you talking about he's the greatest. He's probably one of the greatest to ever do it. He would have to go in the top 10 of all time. With the resume he got now, I mean, people forget. And Chicken Talk, you can speak to the same with my man Price. When he beat Austin Trout was a real life dude. I mean, it's a lot of guys who could. Yeah, it's people. Hey, it's people who couldn't beat Austin Trout now out there, man. Like, so I'm telling you, I don't think y'all want Canelo to do that, because if Canelo was to beat these guys we're talking about, say he beats Bivol and then goes down the line and beats all these other young guys, man, you talking about probably top 5 greatest fighter of all time. What you think about that? If he was to beat them young guys, I want to hear from all y'all cats.
He definitely would be top 5. He definitely would be top 5, but
It don't
you know,
matter.
he looks like he's back on his European bum bashing tour again. So, you know, shout out Canelo. He like Chicken Talk said, he did give us some good fights. He is in a position to fight whoever he wants, but you know, he's been doing like ever since the Floyd fight, he's been moving kind of, you know, cautious, I guess. So, you know, he seemed like he doesn't want to get in there with Andre and them. That fight could have happened years ago for Undisputed at middleweight.
See, that's the thing.
He
When you
did.
say that prior,
And when he fought Laura, and when he fought Laura, a lot of people thought he lost. Me, I thought, I don't know. I watched the fight like 4 or 5 times. First time I thought he lost. Second time I was like, he got that, because you know Laura was on his bike the whole fight. But you know, it's hard to do. I mean, he won the fight, so I'm gonna give him.
Fight, man. It was.
I'm not mad at people that say he lost, because I know a lot of people that say, yo, your boy lost that. My man, because I was a huge Canelo guy, and I bought the fight on pay-per-view with Laura and Canelo. I remember it. And my man was like, yo, your boy ain't win that. I was like, man, you crazy, man. And I knew deep down inside, I was like, damn, he might have lost that joint there, for real. But he won the fight. I give him 100% credit for it. People say he lost. That's fine. I have no argument about that. But he's definitely not the greatest Mexican boxer of all time, but he got to say he's one of them. He got some solid wins, bro.
Shit, he's probably like top 2, man. Top 3 to me, man.
I mean, I'm not mad at that, but he's not in my top 2, but I ain't mad at that.
Shit, I put him above Chavez for sure.
You can't put him over Oscar, though. He ain't over Oscar, bro. I'll tell you that.
I ain't mad at that.
Oscar would have fight Canelo in his prime, Oscar would knock him out.
No, he wouldn't.
Oscar would knock him. Oscar, bro,
Oscar would smoke
kill him, bro.
Oscar was a bad man, but don't sleep. Y'all sleeping too much on De La Hoya.
Oh man, bro, you might be young, bro. Oscar was that dude, man. Like
Oscar's a bad man, bro.
Yeah, he was cool.
Oscar went there and beat Sweet Pea, bro. He beat your boy Sweet Pea, man, in a close, tough fight. Like as a pup, man. He had no business.
Wasn't Sweet Pea old as fuck?
It don't matter.
He was older.
He was older.
Shit, we can play an age game all day. That's what you want to do.
we can play that.
He went and he hunted down top level competition, and he beat him.
But I give Oscar his credit because he did fight everybody. He was willing to throw
he did.
Anytime.
He fought Peter Stern for it wasn't no reason for him to fight Peter Stern, and a lot of people thought he lost the fight. It was no reason for him to do that, but he still did.
Oh my God, I forgot about that fight.
And if Hoy was to fight nowadays, he would have fought.
I forgot about that.
Everybody talking about, and that everybody's ducking both. Oscar De La Hoya was fighting in this generation, in this day and age. Everybody was getting swept. Everybody.
I don't know about that, man.
Prime Oscar smokes.
Oscar was that dude, bro. Like I you know what? He was so good. There's nobody really you can compare him to. Like Oscar was like,
y'all got to chill with this Oscar, man.
Bro,
we talking about a
Hall of Famers.
Oscar was really good. He was really good in his prime. He was to me, but I don't think that he's like I mean, I would give him an all-time great, but a low-level all-time great. I wouldn't put him up.
Oh, you smoked out, bro.
I wouldn't put him up there with people like Salvador Sanchez and Canelo. I think Canelo actually beats him out too, and I think that
Canelo. You said Canelo beats out Salvador Sanchez and Oscar De La Hoya?
No. Salvador Sanchez and Canelo beat out Oscar De La Hoya.
He would beat both of them.
I mean, you never really get to see Salvador.
Oscar was too. Salvador was too small. I think he was a featherweight.
No. I'm not talking about in terms of legacy. Like if Salvador Sanchez got a chance,
talking about talent,
he died,
right? I see what you're saying.
He died so young. It's like you never really got a chance to. But talent, like eye test wise, to me, he's a better fighter. And I mean, I have respect for Oscar. I just like. I mean, you got to kind of.
It's hard to compare Oscar to a lot of these guys for the simple fact that a lot of these guys wouldn't even have fought the guys Oscar fought. You know?
I give him his credit. He got heart for sure. Like, Oscar,
but that's like when people like compare Fury to Lennox Lewis. Like, bro, Fury wouldn't have fought these guys. Lennox Lewis fought.
You know what it is.
But Fury's such an anomaly. He's just so big.
But you know what it is, Chicken Talk? It's because Oscar is known for the lipstick and lace now, and like the see-through shirts. You know, everybody's seen those nasty pictures of him in the hotel rooms. So when you see that, that's what they see. They don't see the Oscar that was beating B-Hop up and then B-Hop caught him. They don't see that. They don't see like your boy Oscar. Oscar was that dude, man. Oscar, don't let the lipstick and lace fool you. Oscar
and then Oscar wasn't Oscar a gold medalist as well?
He was a gold medalist.
Golden boy. Yes, sir.
Oscar De La Hoya is a greater for Mexican fighters than Canelo Alvarez because Oscar ain't ducked no brothers.
I don't know.
And
I mean,
he beat up brothers.
Say that again, prize fighter. Say that again, prize fighter. Say it loud.
He ain't ducked.
Just because you ain't
Oscar gave black fighters opportunities.
Great fighter though.
He gave black fighters a lot of opportunities.
Yes, he did.
Canelo, I give him shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. Still don't make him that great.
Yeah, it does. If you go look at his resume, if you go look at Oscar's resume, and let's just pick apart all of his losses. All of those people, damn near.
All the brothers who he fought, he pretty much got beat by. Shane Moe, except Purnell.
Ain't nobody else giving no Ike Corte no chance, no opportunity.
No, they're not. They're not giving that shit.
Oscar, no opportunity, man. Oscar was that guy. That's why black people still love Oscar to this day.
Oscar fought Stevie Forbes, bro. His sparring partner.
For what? Just to give him a payday?
I don't know, but Canelo don't want to give no.
But this is what I'm saying.
Go on that damn European bum bashing tour and make sure none of the brothers get paid.
Forgive me for bringing this up, but Chicken Talk and Prize Fighter and y'all know what I mean. Oscar was a white Mexican willing to fight anybody. So imagine a guy more popular than Ryan Garcia and Canelo combined, doing Coca-Cola commercials, hanging out with Michael Jackson, was willing to fight anybody.
Facts.
Anybody. And I'm telling you, it's because of the whole lipstick and lace with him that people forget about who he used to be. When you see
the new generation, 100% agree with you. Yeah. 100% agree with you.
The new generation. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is because you see Oscar going to the tank fight with a fishnet D&G shirt, you like, who is this guy? I can imagine that. But when you look at his resume, bro, I want you to look at his resume because if you get in there with anybody that know boxing, man, you sound crazy, man. You sound nuts, bro. We wishing we had a star like Oscar out here.
Hey, me too.
Where the black guys at?
Hey, listen, I will give it. But see, you're saying two different things, though. Listen, I'm not giving out participation awards. Sure, you fought the best. You would have throw your dukes up at everybody, but just because you fought all of the best, unless you beat the best, doesn't make you the best. So it's the same thing with Muhammad Ali. Yeah, I mean, Muhammad Ali is one of the greatest of all time. Don't get me mistaken, but a lot of that greatness stuff gets caught up because of what he did outside the ring, and I don't view boxing like that.
Oh no! If you talk about what he did in the ring, that boy Ali had 3 careers.
No, absolutely. No, don't get me wrong.
Don't let me get on how great Ali was. Bro.
No.
Ali,
but hold on. Don't get me wrong.
He's the second greatest of all time. Second greatest of all time.
Okay, but hear me out. I'm not saying that Ali, like, this is what I'm saying, right? Like, I think the out the ring stuff for people, it helps boost their case for Ali. Like, and I don't do stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to be unemotional about it. I'm just trying to take it from a strictly boxing perspective. That's why I do my thing. That's all I'm saying.
What other heavyweight you seen Muhammad Ali?
No, I'm talking about all time. I'm talking about heavy. I'm talking about all time, all boxers.
The all time. Yeah, but he's up there.
Who is your top 3 all time, man? That's what I would ask you.
Shit. Okay, Mayweather,
Willie Pep's better than Mayweather.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay, that's respectable.
I would maybe I want to throw in there like maybe Joe Louis, but I think that might be a little. I like Joe
Man,
Louis.
Ali would knock Joe
Ali
Louis
would
next
knock.
No,
He
no,
would
but
knock
hold
him
on.
next week.
bro.
He would beat him to death. I can
tell
tell.
him,
No,
bro.
what's that word you
Listen.
said, man? You chatting, bro. You chatting, bro. Like you don't know what you talking about,
Y'all
bro.
love me.
But Lamar,
Look,
you
I love
box?
me some old boxers too, but look, we got to be real, man. It's different when you live through it and actually saw the impact and what was going on
Right.
than when you read about it.
Yeah.
Right. I wasn't around for none of that. So
But see, think about it. None of us seen Sugar Ray Robinson fight. None of us seen Willie Pep fight. But we know the top 3 greatest fighters is Sugar Ray Robinson, Ali, and Willie Pep. Anybody that watch boxing,
How
knows.
is Ali a top 3, bro? No, he is not. Not from a
Dude, he got 10. Let me tell you, he got 10.
What are you talking about, bro?
He got
Bruh,
10
I-
title defenses. He got
you know
10
what-
title defenses. No,
Okay,
10, he got
Deontay Wilder had
30.
9. One more away. What
Listen,
are you
he
talking
did it
about?
3 times. He had.
Shit, Joe
sorry,
Louis
buddy.
held it down for 9-10 years. What are you
But
talking
you're
about?
not you missing what I'm saying. He had 10 times he defended his belt, and 3 times he defended the belt 10 times. No one's ever done it. Only person ever did that was Deontay Wilder, defending the belt 10 times.
And
Ali
plus
did
that. Oh,
Go
shit,
ahead.
my bad.
Go
And
ahead.
plus that heavyweight division was full of monsters, bro.
yes.
Monsters. Like yo, monsters, but he killers. And Ali was in there beating all of them.
Man, people-
You know what I'm
Ken
saying?
Norton got something to say about that.
Well, Ken Norton beat him 3 times. So I see what you. If you talking about that, Ken Norton beat him 3 times, but a lot of that had to do with Eddie Futch, bro. I don't know if you know. I don't think you know who that is.
I
But
know
Eddie Futch had a lot to do with that.
is.
Eddie had a lot to do with that. Eddie might have been smarter than Angie, bro. I think Angie was a better motivator. But when you talking about getting somebody,
Eddie was a
Hey,
Bill
who's
Belichick.
better? Who's better? I ain't talking about outside the ring, but Floyd or Ali. Just give it to me. No outside the ring shit. Just who's better inside that ring.
I will only say Ali because Ali did it very old. And he shouldn't have been doing it.
You said Ali or who? Who you comparing
Floyd.
to?
Floyd.
Ali with Floyd.
That's hard, man, because Ali's a
I
heavyweight
must-
division. When you can do what Ali did a heavyweight division, man, that's just unheard of.
Yeah, and it's like me, but I kind of hate. It's like that kind of a comparison because once again, Floyd, but he was a 135 pound, 147. You know what I'm saying? He fought at a low weight class. Ali, he fought at a high weight class. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweights. So it's really hard saying to really compare them. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do that. But who had a way bigger
What you can
impact?
do is who accomplished more inside that ring, though.
Right.
Who has a
And
better resume?
Muhammad.
I still say Floyd got the better resume.
You said Floyd got a better resume.
Yes. Yes. Just
Joe
the amount-
Louis.
just the
What,
sheer
bro?
amount
Joe
he has.
Louis.
Just the
Joe
sheer amount he
Louis.
has of people.
Hold on. He got not Joe Louis. He had Joe Frazier, Ken Norton. He beat Ken Norton. He beat Ken Norton twice.
George Foreman.
George Foreman. What was that? Sonny Liston.
Sonny
Who
Liston.
everybody was scared of. Floyd
Cleveland
Patterson.
Williams.
Cleveland Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, even
Cleveland
Spinks
Williams.
that came back and beat Spinks in his overtime too.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Spinks was like an anomaly, bro. That dude Spinks was something else, bro. Like Spinks was from another planet, bro. Like you will never see that again where a cat just come out of nowhere and just dominate like that. I mean, it's tough. But we gonna get out of here, man. We at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna give everybody the last word. Go ahead, Lanier and Ja, and then my man Price probably gonna close us out. I'm gonna get your last words, bro.
Shit, I really got too much to say, man. Thanks for letting me on the panel, man. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to really say. Thanks for hope to do it again in the future, man.
Oh yeah, we plan on cooking you, man, because you talk crazy. I love it.
I gotta
you
bring,
talk
man. I
crazy.
gotta bring that. I gotta bring that angle. Like y'all green too much. I gotta bring my angle.
No, you
Yeah.
ain't been. Hey,
Oh,
Lennar,
that's
you
what
ain't
he
been.
doing.
You ain't been watching our channel because me and BVO don't agree about jack shit. So make sure you sub up and make sure you hit the like button because you haven't been here.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna
I've
lie.
seen his videos, but I haven't seen the live streams.
Hey, but no, but
Yeah,
I got
but
a question. But you box?
Nah, I don't box, man. It's like I just enjoy boxing.
Well, all praise due to Allah. Look, I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? For the BVO, saying prize fighter, saying Thomas before coming on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful to be here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can keep doing this over and over again. Hit the like button, subscribe, and show love.
Shout out Chicken Talk. You good, dog. Appreciate you coming up here. Shout out BVO Boxing, the whole BVO Nation. Y'all know the deal. Like and subscribe. You know, if you're new and you coming up here on our panel, make sure you hit the like button because y'all don't be hitting the like button. It's free. So stop playing around so we can get this thing monetized and get this machine rolling. That's basically it. Oh, and thanks and shout out Ja for coming up here. I like having him up here with like a fighter's perspective. I mean, that's good. So shout out to him.
And I'm gonna just keep it real, man. This is Ja. This is your official channel, bro. We want you up here, man. Because at the end of the day, when I'm up here, you know, getting jumped on by prize fighting the whole BVO Nation, it's good to have a fighter come in here and say, you know what, that boy BVO know what he's talking about. I appreciate you, man. I look forward to having you. Hey, at the end of the day, I like how my man prize fighter said, man, me and BVO don't agree on nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, nope. I was shocked. You really was going in. You was really showing some love.
Even on our personal behind the scenes phone calls, we ain't agreeing on that either. So we not faking. This is not a facade. We not up here faking. We genuinely don't agree. But on Oscar De La Hoya.
Hey, and like I said, man, this is so much fun, man. Like my man Prize said, Josh said, man, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all want to see Prize Fighter? You want to see my man John, the expert, all the way from Brooklyn? My man talk like that, man. You won't get that nowhere else here. But BVO Boxing, like, comment, subscribe, and we gone.
All right.